Hello and welcome back to another episode of Midnight Mayhem. I will be your host today, Raymond, and with me as always,
I'm Bob and I love horror.
Leo and I love movies.
and I'm the other guy.
And we are here today to be the highlight of your day. Hopefully you enjoy this episode because we're talking about Sinners. My day's been shit, so this is the highlight of my day, talking about this movie with you guys.
And we
Let's do this.
Saw this movie in theaters last week, and that was the highlight of his week.
Ah!
Last week.
Last week.
So let's do this. All right, go cousin. You're the host. Handle business.
I don't know, you were smiling the whole time.
I'm
And I
just waiting
imagined you'd be
patiently.
Like, top of the morning to you. I was like, oh.
Hit him with a jab set
Yeah.
guy.
I hate that guy. All he
Nice,
does is AI
I like
videos
it.
now. Anyway,
Go.
go on. Yeah.
Anyway,
Trying to
so we
keep
went to
my
go
mic.
see Sinners in theaters last week, just before I left theaters. There are rumors that it is going to be coming back to theaters, based on one of the people we spoke to as we were leaving the theater.
I sure hope so because I would love to watch that in IMAX.
Yeah.
IMAX.
You
was pretty
saw
dope.
it,
It was pretty
Oh,
dope.
you
In
saw it in
IMAX.
I saw it
IMAX.
on IMAX. Yeah.
and they got him. They got him
They
good.
got me good. They got me good.
Because they were like, it's the last week for IMAX.
before
and
the
he was like, well, I
Thunderbolts
gotta-
come out.
I
I
gotta go
guess
see it
I
in
gotta
IMAX.
go see
Yeah,
it in
I
IMAX.
gotta
They
go
go
see
see
it
it
in
in
IMAX.
IMAX, and then not even a week later, they're like, "Oh, Sinners is returning to theaters back on IMAX." It's like they got me.
They
They
got me good. They got
I
me
did.
twice because I'm gonna go see it in IMAX again.
Yeah,
I did this like a traditional common waged fellow, and I waited till Tuesday where it was discount. I could go see it.
Discounted.
And
Watch
then-
it like the poor folk we are.
It was great. Spoiler alert for
was
my
awesome.
review. Yeah, go ahead, talk, cuz. Go.
Yeah, that was about it. Let's go ahead and get into the movie summary.
Oh, would we recommend?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
want.
I have a script here.
I would like to. I asked you for a script. I would like to recommend, but all right, go ahead.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well,
I'm
then I would
waiting
like to recommend
patiently.
too. All right, go ahead.
Spoilers. I would also like to recommend. Okay, so trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover an even greater evil is waiting for them to welcome them back.
There we go. That's it.
So it's directed by
Wow.
Ryan Coogler. He was responsible for Black Panther 1 and 2, as well as Creed's 1, 2, and 3.
Which is masterpieces.
Kubrick, right?
Ryan Coogler?
Kubrick.
Kubrick.
Kubrick is another
Kubrick
guy.
is The Shining.
My
Yeah.
brain. Go.
Yeah. Starring Michael B. Jordan,
Oh, he deserves
Haley
the
Steinfeld,
comparison.
Wunmi Mosaku, which, fun fact, all of them were in the MCU.
Yeah.
Ah.
Every
Yeah,
single one
that
of them.
was a fun fact.
Yeah. We have
Oh,
Killmonger,
Haley
we
Steinfeld, I
have
would say.
Kate Bishop, and we have Hunter B-52.
Hey.
Wait, Kate Bishop?
Yes.
Haley Steinfeld?
Hmm?
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's like the only one I did know outside of Michael B. Jordan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just knew that she did the voice for
Oh, no, so I
Spider-Gwen.
remember.
Spider-Gwen, yeah.
What's
Yeah.
her name?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I love movies. Okay.
I'm the other guy.
I mean,
So
that's a lot of
let's
series
go ahead
there.
and give our ratings for the film. We'll go ahead and start off with you, Leo, since you did see it twice.
I want to say it's a 10 out of 10. I gotta give it a
That's
10 out of
crazy.
10. I mean, think about it. Think about it.
I only have one critique for the movie.
Think about it.
and it's because it's just one thing I
From
just hate in
beginning,
movies.
from beginning to end, this movie had me hooked. Whether it be the vampires, if without
Wait,
them,
what?
What? We didn't say that about that movie. Hey,
It's-
spoiler alert.
Spoiler warning.
like whether it be that or whether it be just like anything else in the movie, you were just like intrigued in what's going on. Every single scene was just filmed so nice. It's beautiful to watch, beautiful to see the characters.
I agree. It's the
Go
best
on.
movie of the year.
It's the best
hands
movie of the
down.
year.
So this far in the year, it's fucking.
It is
it's-
so far. It's
it
my
is
favorite. It's my
phenomenal,
favorite
and
movie
if you
of the
haven't
year.
seen it,
It's my
go
favorite
watch
movie of
it.
the year.
The only thing I think is gonna hold a candle to it is gonna be bringing her back, and I'm waiting to see that.
Yeah,
I
that
have
one
a-
I'm hearing a lot of mixed reviews, but
I-
we'll see it.
And I adored and loved Final Destination, but I do.
It has its own
Pile
problems.
of garbage compared to this one.
No,
it's
it's just
it's a different
it's a
type
different
of horror.
movie.
Oh,
It's a
no,
different
yeah,
movie.
so
It's a
I'm
whole
just-
different beast.
So this movie,
No, it's-
I've been very spoiled these last couple weeks. I was able to see.
I'm trying to hold it together. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a solid 10 out of 10.
All right, there's Leo's. Oh, wow, perfect score. I haven't heard
score.
you. You have
I
not
haven't heard
given
that
it-
since Tremors.
I haven't heard that
No,
since
he
The
didn't-
Shining.
Yeah.
Did you give Tremors a 10 out of 10?
No, I don't
I
think
think
No,
I
I
give it a
think
9 out
you
of
didn't give
10.
nothing a 10
Yeah.
out of 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely 10 out of 10, dude.
I say 9.8. That was mine.
Oh, why?
And it's only because one thing I hate when movies start where they end.
It's
So
the
like
whole Rick and Morty thing.
yeah, literally the Morty meme where he's like, "God damn, start where movies where they begin."
Yeah,
Yeah,
not where they get interesting. Yeah.
And, yeah, literally, I was like, that's such a, and especially because the monologue scene. just kind of like
Yeah.
giving away the concept really early on. Imagine if,
A blind watch would have been perfect for this film.
oh my
Oh
god,
my
yes,
God,
and
dude,
and
seriously.
But the marketing,
so like
the
it's not
marketing
even,
gave it away.
Yeah.
The opening monologue gave it away.
but even with all the stuff that was given away, oh my god, and the experience,
so
oh my god,
good,
the
dude. It's still so
cinematography, it's like it's a gush fest. It's gonna be all
Yeah.
around today. I'm waiting to hear yours.
So I
Mr.
heard a lot about this movie before going in to see it,
Yeah,
and I knew it was gonna be a good movie.
yeah.
So going in, I was thinking 8.5.
Oh
Right.
wow.
As I'm watching the
Before
movie,
watching it,
before watching it, so I was like, I know it's gonna be high. As I'm watching the movie, it goes to a 9.
ooh,
And then as I sit on the movie, it goes to a 9.5. And I feel like if I rewatch it,
and then when Rocky Road comes on, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Oh, on the road. Let's break out to a musical number. So my score as of recording right now is a 9.5. I think this movie has a lot of rewatch value because there's a lot of
Hell
things
yeah,
that
dude.
if you don't,
Highest
the
rated
first-
video.
'cause
Yeah,
you
I
said
saw it.
you noticed some stuff.
I did notice some stuff
second
the second
watch.
rewatch. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a pretty
Oh, I got
observant
stuff.
observant person.
Uh-huh.
So I think if I watch it again, like I don't
I
think
think
there's
if
much
you watch
I
it
missed.
again, you'll notice a lot of
I don't think
stuff.
there's much
There
I
is a lot of
missed,
there's a lot of
but-
fun stuff that
Yeah.
like because I was talking about on the drive with my brothers because we saw this with my family and these guys.
Oh, like we're not family.
not entirely.
They're gonna be like they're like, oh, what do you guys?
We're
like,
practically family.
like you guys are co-hosts? Like, nah.
No, but we
cousins.
can't.
No,
we
we
can't.
cousins.
See, the problem is we can't talk about movies after we watch them because we have to wait till now to talk about it. You should have saw me at
Oh
work.
my
I was like,
God.
go see
Like,
Sinners.
foaming from the mouth, like.
The week before, go see Final Destination. I know, but the funny thing about this movie specifically is that everyone was telling me to go watch it in theaters.
Yeah,
And I was like,
it's a theater experience. Dude.
no, but they were just like,
You
it's
know
a
what's
great,
funny?
it's
Before
a
I
great
even
movie.
knew, because a lot of the film got spoiled through like online,
like TikTok and stuff.
TikTok,
yeah.
a bunch of stuff like that. Even before I saw any kind of spoilers, I was like, this seems like something I would want to see in theaters.
Yeah,
With zero context outside the trailer, I was like, I want to see this in theaters.
I saw the trailer for this once, and I was like, God damn, they gave away like a quarter of the movie. I'm pretty annoyed. I don't know if I'll go see it. I was like, I'll see it if it
which
comes.
they kind of did, but it's so fucking good.
It is good. It's great.
There's
It's
so many
great.
twists too. There's twists in the movie
it's
that
not
they
even-
don't spoil either.
No, it is the. We're gonna talk about it in a second, but it is the character writing, is the character arcs, the character decision making, the cinematography.
The soundtrack.
Oh my god, the soundtrack!
I was gonna say,
it just keeps ramping up after one after, and it's like, damn. And I was skeptical about going into it because at first I saw the trailer. I never watched trailers, and I already knew the concept of it. I started watching the movie, and I was like, oh, it's that one trailer I saw a while back, and then everyone was recommending it, and I was like, oh man, is this gonna be one of those situations where everyone's overhyping it, and I'm just like not gonna enjoy it? Oh, shout out to Jason, my homie from work.
Thank you, Jason.
He's the one who recommended it.
Thank you for the recommendation.
I
Jason.
recommended it.
No, but he was
Great-
the one.
Great watch, Jason.
He was the one who was like, "Go see it." So thank you for that. So everyone was saying it was great, and I was like, "All right, is this a situation where it's like it's overhyped? Am I not going to enjoy it?" I was like,
Yeah.
"But I still want to see it." And I was like, Michael B. Jordan's already a pretty awesome person, like from just the stuff I've seen
Great
him in.
actor, yeah, great actor.
Yeah, he always does like stuff that he's inspired by, or
Yeah.
like he's been in like, some animated series from Rooster Teeth back in the day.
Really?
He did. Yeah, he did the voice lines for one of the animations.
He was in Chronicle. That one was cool.
Yeah.
He did the third Creed movie where it was like all about Creed himself, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty
His
sure all the
character
Creed
arc
movies
really
are all
anime
about-
yeah.
Um,
So like,
So fun fact about Michael B. Jordan is they did a IMAX release of a movie called Princess Mononoke,
yeah,
and he was
Classic.
unable to attend because he was doing press release for this movie, and he was super mad about it. Like he was even doing press stories like, "Man, I wanted to go see that so bad in IMAX, but I couldn't. Like I missed a chance to get it." Silver lining is they actually did a private screening for him in IMAX, so he was actually able to go see that
yeah.
movie.
You remember telling me
So-
this when we saw the movie, and I was like, "That's so awesome."
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I already have a lot of respect for him going into it. So I was like, "Man, was this movie just a banger for so many
Jesus
reasons?"
Christ,
That
dude,
is
it's so good.
I'm excited. All right, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, I don't
I'll shut
know.
up for a
All right,
second.
what's your
I
score,
was gonna
cousin?
say,
I'm just kidding. Nah,
Tell me more about your score.
I was gonna say, I don't know how raunchy you guys want to get, but this movie's horny as hell.
Oh, yeah, that actually surprised me.
Some stuff caught me off guard. I was like, oh, and then, but we'll get to that later
Yeah.
if need be. But just to compare our scores to the general population.
To God, it's above a 9.
IMDb gave it an 8.1 out of 10.
God.
And Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 97.
There we go. That's more
yeah,
like
that's
it.
about
That's more
right.
like it.
Audiences know what they like. So the budget for this film was $90 million. And as of recording, as of when I filled this out a week ago, it was at $338.9 million.
That's not bad.
And as of today, it is available on streaming services.
Oof, that's gonna
Google hasn't
blow up,
updated
dude.
Their charts.
yet, but as of now, you can find this available on the Google Play Store for $20. You can watch it on Fandango at home for $24.99.
I would recommend seeing it in theaters, but is it out of theaters already?
Yeah.
It's-
Well, it could still be in some theaters.
Not by the time this episode comes out, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's a valid
But
point.
there is going to be.
If you haven't seen it in theaters, I just recommend watching the movie. I don't even think it matters what time of day you watch it because it's
No.
just like this all-around perfectly encapsulated film that I recommend.
Yeah.
I cannot say that enough.
Because I was saying, well, we watched it. I was like, I'm not really into period pieces.
It's not really a period piece, but I mean like
I get what you
historical pieces, maybe.
I
That's
understand.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not really into period pieces, but this was so. What's the word? Like when you're just encapsulated, like you just feel like you're in.
You're
the
yeah,
movie?
me too. Like
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
my
the
God, Michael B. Jordan's
soundtrack-
acting.
like the soundtrack of the movie when like remember that violin chord that I told you I was like that is so good. It reminded me of when I played Red Dead for the first time when you're just like
Oh yeah.
you know which chord I'm talking about
Yes.
when you're like riding a
haven't played
horse
Red Dead,
into
but I know what you're
Mexico
talking about.
and then you feel like you hear that violin chord and that guitar and you're like yeah we
this
made
is
it boys
This
this is
good
the,
stuff.
yeah dude
Where
That's
you-
the good stuff.
yeah I
you
got
look
that
down, you're wearing cowboy getup. Like, what
I got
incarnation?
that same feeling where it's like the soundtrack and like the certain scenes that it plays almost
God.
right.
Scenes. I want to
I
talk
was
about
like,
scenes
oh,
so
it's
bad.
so good, dude.
All right, well, we're gonna
Um,
go into further spoiler. So spoiler warning again. I'm gonna go a little more detail about the story, and then we're gonna get into scenes that we enjoyed, that we didn't enjoy.
So if you're watching this episode without having seen the movie, I apologize that we're gonna have to spoil all this, but please go watch
Hell
the
yeah,
movie.
hell yeah, let's
Go
do
watch
it.
the
Yeah,
movie,
hell
please.
yeah.
catch us in the snack aisle because we're gonna be gushers right now.
Yeah.
Do we have enough time?
Do we have enough time?
To go over the story, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we got
Sick.
time.
Hit it, cousin. I'm
So,
gonna sit here quietly.
In 1932, identical twins and World War I veterans Smoke and Stack Moore
I
returned
thought they were
to
cousins.
Clarksdale, Mississippi, after years spent working on a Chicago outfit. Using money stolen from gangsters, they purchased a sawmill from racist landowner Hogwood to start a juke joint for the local black community. Their cousin Sammy, an inspiring guitarist, joins them despite his pastor father warning that blues music is supernatural.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
And that gives away less than the trailers. So
Oh.
you can watch up to this video up to this point.
It's funny because
Still watch the movie
there's a
blind and
scene in
just-
the trailer where it's literally the ending. Yeah.
Ready?
So
I'm ready.
we could talk
I'm
about
ready.
scenes right now, but before we do that, do you have a favorite character?
I liked so many characters, but I clearly have a type.
I think this is one of the few movies where there's no character you can hate.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a couple characters you could hate.
No.
Nah. Not even the
Hogswood
villains. I liked
Hogswood
everybody.
was the best guy. He was
don't
my
know,
favorite
I
character.
think-
I guess
think-
the KKK.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I literally,
You're like,
I was-
Joan and what's the other girl? That was the other dude's name. Bert and Joan. They're pretty.
Bert.
Yeah, they're pretty.
my
Up
favorite.
there in the hate department,
No.
you know.
That's funny because legitimately,
saying, man.
legitimately, I told Bobby, I was like, I really liked every character in this movie, and I imagine one of you guys would be like, really, every character?
Actually, no,
even
no,
the
no,
ones
no,
with
no.
the hoods on.
No. I go back to Raymond because there was this certain scene. All right, now we're talking about scenes now, okay? There's the
Open
scene
buckets.
where Remick or Remick, right?
Remy. Or like,
Remick.
I don't know.
I think it's
Yeah.
Remick.
Remick.
Yeah. So when Remick goes into the house of the couple, right?
Yes.
The couple. When the wife goes back into the house to look for her husband, she finds her husband dead on the floor.
Yes.
Dead. Okay. Now, did you notice the baby?
Yeah, I was going to
Cradle.
mention that. Apparently in the lead scenes, that was supposed to be more emphasized. But go ahead.
Exactly. So there's a baby here. So it makes you think, did he eat the baby? That baby's dead. That baby is 100% dead. Or were they expecting You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
He was telling me, he's like, oh, like, you know, it kind of makes you feel bad for him. I was like, does it though?
No,
I know.
Does it?
And that's what I was saying. I was like, even on the worst people, it's like, oh man, like they really they're trying to make you sympathize for like every kind of people, even Remick in this, you know. But still, they're pretty. You know,
I can't speak on
angry.
behalf of the director or anything, but I know they cut the scene, just to I believe to make the scene more ambiguous, more like, hey, you make your own interpretation.
Yeah, like if you're paying close enough attention, you
but
can.
from the deleted scenes, I believe it was they were trying to have a child.
That's what I was telling.
Okay,
Because I was
that
like, I think there
makes
was a
more
baby.
sense,
I
yeah.
think.
But that idea is fucking sick. So let's just keep that idea.
Hell yeah! All right, yeah.
That's our interpretation.
But my favorite
Oh, no,
character, Cornbread. You can't go wrong
That's
with Cornbread.
There's so many people who told me that.
I was like,
can't go
he's
wrong
got
with
like two
Cornbread,
fun
man.
scenes.
Yes.
I wouldn't say like,
Oh,
oh
my
my
God.
absolute favorite.
Everyone was saying it when because I was watching obviously some commentary channels, was watching some stuff for fun before we started.
Yeah.
But like my friends from work were like, yeah, Cornbread was like, when he tried to get
Like,
into the bar,
Yeah.
that shit was so funny, and I was like, it was pretty funny, but I didn't.
Yeah,
He's
but-
all like, Why
I don't
don't you
think-
guys
yeah,
let
He
me
had,
in?
he had two good scenes. It was trying to get back in the bar, and it was like the recruitment.
Yeah,
those are only
that was-
those
yeah.
are only the only two
When he's
scenes.
like, when he was trying to get in, he's like, "Why aren't you guys letting me in?" And he's like, "You're a big guy, you can get in." He's like, "Shut up, witch!" Like,
Yeah,
he's
it
like,
reminds me of
you ruin your chances of getting in, buddy.
It reminds me of that scene from Black Panther 2, where like they were talking like, "Oh, you have to show us some respect." He's like, "You bald-headed demon."
Yeah, you bald-headed demon.
No, I love that scene where what was it, Smoke? Oh, not Smoke. Stack. Or
Yeah.
he,
The red one.
yeah,
Yeah,
where he's he says something really vulgar to him, and he's just like, all right, I guess I gotta mess you
yeah.
up for disrespecting my wife, and his wife's like, now hold on, now.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
like, "Hey, you."
Yeah,
He's like,
"Fuck
"How
you,
dare you
man."
speak in front of my wife?" He's like, "Your wife too."
Yeah.
the line was like something like, oh, I'm gonna have to pay you so much money that she might
She might want to
yeah,
put
she
that
might
little
wanna-
pecker or something like
yeah,
that.
put
in
her
her
pecker,
mouth.
yeah.
And that line alone was enough to be like, all right. She was like, all right, let's see what he
Hold
has.
on a minute. He might be onto something.
And Raymond was
That killed me
mentioning.
in the theaters. Like, I was dying.
Raymond was mentioning too that the character development in this movie is
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
because every character that's introduced, no
Oh,
matter
my
if it's on screen for a couple seconds, like every single character had a meaning to the scene or the movie.
Emotional story beats for
Like
Yeah.
even
across the
even
board.
the characters that didn't even have a line. For example, like Cornbread's wife, you know, she had a role in that scene. The little girl in the beginning where she was guarding the car, the thieves that were
Yeah.
stealing from the car. Like these people only appear for like 2 seconds, but they still have. I don't know. They make an impact on screen.
Yeah,
You know
that
what I
one.
mean?
There's actually a little bit more like people kind of was like, "Oh, that's a good thing for like the little girl who's guarding the car."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll get into that in a little bit.
There's
But
a lot to
so
talk
did you
about.
have a favorite character? Because he said
I
cornbread.
said Cornbread, bro.
Do
Can't
you,
go wrong
do
with
you have a
Cornbread.
favorite character?
I have
I'll
a
give
favorite
my
character.
I'll give it.
I
I'll
say
give it some
Stag
thought.
and Smoke don't count because that's too easy though. That's
Yeah.
too easy.
But if you had to choose between the two brothers, so like if you had to pick like Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue,
It's basically the same
It's
game.
literally-
Yeah.
That's a very good comparison. That's very accurate.
if I had to choose one between the brothers, I would choose Stack. He was more fun,
Yeah.
but also like Smoke was like, I respect it because he's like very
Yeah.
like this is what we got to get done.
Yeah, we gotta get this done right.
But if I had to
you know?
choose a favorite character, I got to go with my boy Delta Slim.
Hell yeah, Slim. Oh man,
Slim was good.
Slim
Slim was a
was
really
good.
good character.
I think
Slim was
his exit was kind of like unnecessary,
Oh yeah,
but
it was just so yeah.
it was. Yeah, it was.
he wasn't getting far anyway.
I'm torn between like so many characters. My first two I immediately think of when I have to think about this question is I loved Mary as a character.
Mary was cool as a character.
She was such a complex character, and then her story beats were like so satisfying by
Yeah.
the end of the movie.
Mhm.
Sam's,
Oh, Sammy.
Sammy.
Preacher
boy. Maybe because I grew up in that very Catholic environment, but I was like, damn, I feel for this guy.
You're like, man, maybe my upbringing would have been better if I knew how to play guitar.
No, no, I was just like, I get that, where that's like that religious aspect is hammered into you for
Yeah.
so many years,
Yeah.
where it becomes like, even when you're just being yourself, you feel that like voice
You feel
in
the
that-
Catholic guilt.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And choosing between like you don't want to be selfish or you don't want to take your gift from God, but it's like I want to be more than just this, and it's
Yeah.
like, damn, those are such heavy story beats.
Mhm.
But then I think about Mrs. Chow, and I'm like, God, I have a type, and I'm like, She was such a badass character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
because I
pretty
will
fucking
say, like,
Like,
before I saw the movie, a lot of people were like, "Oh, she's the worst." Like this, she did.
no, she was
caused all
fucking
this-
awesome.
No, she was
like,
awesome, dude.
Like she caused all this, and the way
Even-
they were saying it made it seem like she did it for no reason.
No, she
No,
had
yeah.
a perfect
Like,
reason.
Her reason was like, it's either now or never.
no, yeah,
It's either now or my daughter. You know,
yeah,
pretty much.
literally, it's either
Yeah.
everybody else's life in here or my daughter's. So it's either we go down now or not. And
Yeah.
you notice in that scene, and then we're gonna talk about it in a second. But she just goes straight to the point because remember they're in that. I don't want to spoil. We're already in spoiler
Yeah,
territory. So
just go for
they're
it.
in that hive mind. So by taking out Mr. Chow, by taking out the person who has all the knowledge,
Yeah.
it eliminates that knowledge.
I don't think it does.
I think it does to some degree
I
because
mean, what knowledge?
remember they're hive mind, so
Yeah.
they don't have the
Like that movie you hated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I kept thinking about that the whole movie.
Delete movie. Delete it.
No, but like when they separate themselves from the main leader, it seems like they're more themselves. I don't know if you noticed that.
No,
No, you don't. You
like
don't think.
they're each their individual person, but they share one.
That's what I want to
memory.
discuss because that's also where I'm like back and forth because I was like, they very like Mary specifically. Like I get why she did what she did, but she also came off too malice in the scenes where she was turned. Where I was like, oh, is she being manipulated? Is she being controlled? Or is this really what she wants for everybody? And I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
But then you go to the end of the movie and you see characters later on. You're like, well, damn, like they seem more themselves than so
Without
much as being like
the hive.
without the hive.
Yeah.
well,
so
I don't think the hive is so much like,
It's like you're like,
oh, we're all one person. I think it's so much like, hey, we share our memories, we share our
all right.
feelings.
Imagine this. Ready? Imagine you and I have connected minds, and you have to deal with the chaos that's in here daily.
Stop it!
Daily, and then
I
you
just start banging my head against the ground.
Why
and
why
then
not
you
about
cut
his
off.
memories?
You cut off the part that.
I look like the kid from Talk to Me. I'm just like, no.
No. Speaking of Talk to Me, I haven't enjoyed an experience like this since Talk to Me. So,
Oh my god.
so imagine cutting off that part of my mind, that your mind that's constantly being like
Well, so
that part.
I think
Like you probably could tap into it, but you don't need to because it's not like there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's how I was thinking of the situation. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's how I interpreted it.
well, you could think of it as like a deeper meaning because it's about a sense of belonging.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like,
that's
uh,
also
to-
what's
for
so
them
cool.
for them to be able to share their memories and their beliefs and everything.
Yeah,
That's their own sense of family,
yeah.
which is what they wanted to do initially with the juke joint.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll
It's
get
freedom
to
in
that.
a different way. Yes.
We'll get to that in a little bit.
I forgot
So,
what point I was
Alright.
making, but damn, I was
Say
really
that point.
so good.
Yeah, we'll get back
We'll
to
be
it.
back.
But yeah, no, Mrs.
Save it.
Chow, I would say was probably my
Save
favorite
it.
character, just because what a badass fucking way to go.
Yeah.
Like I
I mean,
can't argue with that, especially as a father. Like
ultimately, like super ineffective,
it reminds me of
but,
it.
but it
reminds,
was cool the way she went out.
I mean, it was effective. It stopped what she was intending to stop.
Yeah, the one person.
No, dog.
Anyway, go for it.
It also
yeah.
reminded me
Go
of Invested. Oh, was her name Mrs. Chow as well? I forgot her name.
Maybe
The one who
Maybe.
freaking dual wielding.
this is the raid bottles.
Oh yeah.
And like that was also the notable point. There are so many beautiful women in this movie. I just felt like that should be announced because of all types and sizes, shapes and sizes, everything was great, fantastic, made me happy. That's it. I won't go too much into it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What was it? There's a couple things. So we are basically introduced to the main characters. They're just picking up their cousin Sammy,
Right.
and his dad is like, "Oh, that's the devil! Like, that's the devil's music. Like, you can't be doing the devil stuff." And he's like, "I'm sure it's fine." Like,
Doesn't he bring him into the church? He's like, play a song for me. He's like, okay, what song do you want me to play?
no,
No?
it was like
He does.
he
but
he goes to church, or he goes to work early.
Uh-huh.
He meets his quota. He looks for his guitar under his bed. It's not there. He goes to the church where his dad's preparing a sermon, and he just has the guitar there. He's like, "Hey, like I know you're hiding this from me.
Yeah.
That's no good." He's like, "That's not what
That's
we're
not
here
very
for."
Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he goes to look for his guitar under his bed and it's gone.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, I gotta go to
What
the
did
church."
I just say?
No, I'm
I know,
I'm
you're just
just giving
reiterating.
more context.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, "Damn, that sucks." Again, imagining
Yeah.
in scenarios.
Yeah. Then Smoke and Stack pick him up, and then they go into town. They're like, "All right, we need to find material. We need to find food. We need to find drink. We need to find this, that, or whatever."
Mhm.
Yes.
Is this the scene you had a problem with?
Oh, do you
The
mean
snake?
the? Oh, I forgot about that at this point. because just the movie was too damn good. Like, but no, I went because of their types of hats. Because it says a lot without saying much. So like, I'm sure gang affiliations, color codes, and stuff.
Yeah.
Their hats are literally red and blue, which is like what is it called, Crips and
Bloods.
Yes, exactly. But in that time era, it was the Irish versus the Italians.
Yeah.
Two different gang groups. So it's like they obviously had a falling out at some point.
Do you think they color coordinated with who they were screwing over?
No, I think they were part of two different gangs.
The blues and greens.
Because the type of alcohol they had was
Maybe
Irish and Italian. And
Because I thought so.
if you look at the,
where I
but
was
also it was
taking-
prohibition too. So it's
exactly,
like,
I was so fucking. I learned that afterwards. I was just so
Yeah?
cool.
Yes.
So if you look at the pictures I sent you, check them out.
Yeah.
They're so on Spotify when you listen to the music, instead of showing like the album, they showed newspaper articles.
oh shit.
And the newspaper articles reference a little bit of the story from without actually revealing like too much of the story.
Oh really?
So it talks about how the Italians and the
You
Irish.
see?
Yeah, so
Guy
it says gang tensions rise in Chicago, Irish mob and Italian mafia clash.
Yeah.
And then the other one right here says bank robbery rocks Clarksdale, 2 masked criminals on the loose.
That's sick.
So if you read the articles or you go into a little more, it talks about basically the two gangs had alcohol missing. Like they got stuff stolen from them, and they're over here
Yeah.
showing up with all this alcohol.
Like a bunch of alcohol. Yeah.
And the bank robberies, they showed up with all this money. And if you read the article, it says like twins stole from the bank. Cool fucking way to drop that without even like watching the movie. Like
you gotta go to the Spotify to find this out.
no, but like it's like if you enjoyed the music of the movie, you're gonna find it out.
Of course.
And it's
yeah.
like
it's just little
what an
details
Easter
where
egg.
like you're still gonna like find things about the movie without what you watching the movie.
And and in the movie they hint at it because Mary later on is like, how did you like you obviously screwed someone
she's
over.
like, I'm not stupid. It's like you have Irish beer, you have
Yes.
Italian like rum or whatever. She's like, you guys screwed him over and you guys split out of town.
Yeah, and so their hats color coding with the gangs of the time
Yeah.
is pretty freaking cool. I just wanted to mention that because I didn't think you guys knew
thought it was more like they were their own thing.
Yeah,
And
I also
instead
agree
of
with
them joining individual gangs, they were like, oh, we're our own thing, and then they end up, get inside the inner circle. And
didn't
It's
then
the
know- I
best of
didn't
the
even
both
notice
worlds,
that.
dude.
I didn't even
It
notice
fits. It fits everything.
Yeah.
Like it fits the character arcs of the individuals because especially like Smoke is more reserved, calm, more like a soldier, more like a quiet soldier.
Yeah.
Where Stack is like he's got the serpent's tug. He's got that.
Yeah.
He's got that sly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it fits their personalities perfectly. It fits the themes of the movie perfectly. It's like god damn.
And
Like
how fun was Stack? Honestly, he was so fun. I like that when they have to separate to go get everything ready for the juke joint.
Oh yeah.
He sends Preacher Boy with Stack, and he's like, "Go keep an eye on him because he's gonna get himself in trouble."
Yeah.
Because Smoke was like, "If anyone stares too long, like I'm gonna handle business." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Stack's not that smart." He's like, "So you keep an eye on him. If anyone stares at him too long, you let him know because he's not gonna think about it himself."
so good. The writing in this is phenomenal. The
It's
directing
awesome,
of this
dude.
is
It's awesome.
phenomenal. And I'm gonna keep saying it throughout this whole episode.
Yeah.
Go ahead, cousin. Because
Phenomenal.
Shot counter, all right. Every time Bobby mentions the writing and the character story beats.
I think Leo agrees with me completely though.
Oh, 100%.
Wait, I'm not saying
100%,
this.
man. I'm not. That's why I'm not talking much.
I'm
like,
waiting.
yes,
I'm waiting
yes,
for Leo to
yes,
say the
yes,
magic
yes.
word.
Go ahead, talk. I'll shut up.
So how was the cinematography, Leo?
Oh my god, dude.
Yes!
It was so every single scene was just like a beautiful just painting, so from the most simplest scenes like for example, I remember when it was Stag, the one that
Stack.
Stag, when he
If you get
goes
confused between the two, just one of them is played by Michael B. Jordan, and the other one is played by Michael B. Jordan.
okay,
I think the joke online is Michael B. Jordan versus Michael C. Jordan.
Yeah, is Michael B. and Michael C. Jordan. I don't know if that was online. I think that was a joke I made during the movie.
Oh no, I keep hearing that reference
Oh, okay.
online. I was dying. They're like Michael B. Jordan simulated in the womb. Michael A. Jordan. I was like, what's
so stupid.
But
There's a scene in it where he goes into town, right? When he goes to find Miss Chow and the husband, all that. Where the camera
make sure I'm not
goes
wrong.
over the top and you see the whole town, and it's like, dude, it's like whether it's a CGI shot or a practical shot, like it's so it's amazingly shot, you know. And there's a bunch of little
Are you
details
talking
there.
about the
That scene
single
is-
take, right?
The single, not yet, because there's a single take in the beginning where like the camera's going down, is following him into town. But then if you notice every detail, like, you know, you see signs of like old chops, like the tamales, you know, like that you saw right there.
Yeah.
It's like it's such little details. And then yeah, that single shot where like what's Mrs. Chow, Mr. Chow, I guess.
Oh, no, he has a name.
He does
I'm
a name?
looking up for him right now. I can't remember their names off the top of my head.
Anyway,
I just want to make sure we're not wrong.
yeah, him. He's like, go get your mom, right? And the little girl goes out of the first store, goes
Chasing?
through the street, and goes to the second store. Like that's a one take shot that
Yeah.
goes through like cars, people, and up into like the second shop. It's so beautifully done.
Yeah.
It's so beautifully
Yeah,
done.
it's Grace Chow. Their first name is Grace.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm looking for the husband's name right now.
Chayton.
And then
Probably.
there's so many other amazing shots.
Yeah,
Like I'm
Chayton-
jumping the gun a
Chayton.
little bit, but one of my favorite scenes is the dance number to
God, yes.
to light
Oh
no
my
but
God.
to lie to me though, or lie to you. Is it lie to you?
Are you talking
Yeah,
about
like
the...
you.
Yeah, lie to you when Sammy does his number.
No, yeah, there's
Holy shit,
there's
man.
there's like
I thought
four
that one
scenes
was
in
a
this movie.
little like.
Visually, that one was the best one in my opinion. Visually,
I think it was.
Oh,
'cause it
well,
was
we're about to
such
talk
a
about
good-
those
such a
cinematic
good One
scenes.
Piece,
'cause my
such a good
God.
one take
oh shit,
that
dude.
the only way for them to break away was to do like the CG fire.
Yeah, no, of course, but it's
Um,
like, oh man, let's,
yeah, but
let's
It
just
was
talk-
a little weird. I got it like.
Can I talk about it
Oh,
already?
cool. Yeah, can we...
No.
Wait, what
We're
we're
not
not
there
talking
yet.
about? What we're not talking about?
Yeah, talk about whatever you want. I don't care.
All right.
Because
When he goes into
so
the
many cool
he,
scenes,
when he
like-
goes into the number, right?
which number? Okay, what scene are we talking about for the audience?
We're talking about
when
the
they
scene.
introduce Preacher Boy,
Preacher Boy, and
and
he's
then
gonna
he
play
does
his
his
first
song.
song.
He does "I Lied to You."
Yeah.
God, I got so much to talk about this. 'Cause there's so much to talk about
Yeah.
this. Go, Leo. Go. Rado
Where he
Mother.
starts just playing blues, right? And as he's playing like
His first song of the night.
yeah, you hear like a guitar riff in the background, and like you see this guy playing an electric guitar on stage with him. Nobody's noticing him. It's just that in the beginning of the movie, then that monologue, it does say that music does transcend through time.
You're saying we had to see the monologue.
I guess
we didn't.
Well,
We
no, I
literally
think it's
don't-
more like this.
we
We
didn't
were
have
late
to.
because we got popcorn, and then I wanted to watch it before we started this episode. And Leo was like, "Nah, it's not."
Nah, you guys don't need it.
But you don't
we're
need
kidding.
to because they literally reference they make
Yeah,
that
exactly,
same
exactly.
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
So I also
But they
prefer
pretty
to
much
drive-
in that monologue they said that music pretty much like transcends time and
And the astral plane.
and astral plane and all that. And it's cool because you see like the guitar player, you see like tribal women like dancing, you see like 90s like rap beats, and it's just all
I'm about
this
to make that so much
this-
more amazing. You ready?
this mashup of just like of different like
Don't forget the DJ.
the DJ too, yeah, all these different like I
Alright.
want to say genres, but
Genres
different
and
decades of
generations,
music
yeah.
all
I
in
got
one.
some info for you, man.
And then the whole place coming down in flames and
They
one of
blew
my,
the roof off the place.
they
dude.
blew the roof
They blew-
exactly, dude.
Yes. They
Um,
set the house on fire.
One of my favorite scenes from this is actually the second time watching it while everybody's all dancing and running.
Yes.
I noticed Cornbread.
Yes.
He's
He's sitting outside.
He's just sitting in
Yeah,
the
well, 'cause
like.
he's the doorman. He's
Yeah,
sitting at the
I know.
door.
Yes.
But he's just sitting.
But
while,
it's funny to see this
it's
whole
just- yeah.
party scene.
his
in
whole
the
party.
background.
He's just
fire.
sitting. He's just sitting. Like
I will
yeah.
say
They-
that actually leads to one like problem I had with the movie
Ah,
is it makes it very difficult to follow how many people there actually are at any given point.
at any given point, I would say, yeah, okay, I
Because
get it. But
like
it's supposed
at
to be a
that,
party,
it
it's
didn't look
club.
like a lot of people,
Uh-huh.
and then even then half of them were like ghost people,
Yeah,
like future
right,
people.
Right.
and then there's a part where
Spirits and shit.
everybody gets kicked out, right?
Yeah.
And that's when
And they're
you
like,
get
we're
your
gonna
big
we're gonna
amount.
fight, and then
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
that's
now
the
there's
part
just
I was
extra
talking to
people.
Raymond. Yeah, I was talking to Raymond about that part when again we're jumping ahead the gun. We're
Yeah.
jumping the gun ahead, right? But
Well, that's the mayhem of midnight.
Yes.
right when the vampires like storm in the barn house, right, and they just start biting people, and you're like, wait a second, hold on.
Like these aren't the 6 main characters. I've been
yeah,
known
like
to...
the only people that I know was Mary, was Slim. You got Smoke, Perline, and then you got Annie and Sammy, right?
Yeah.
But then they just start jumping on people and biting
And
them. You're like,
Clayton.
whoa, hold
what's
on a
happening?
second.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Clayton.
Like, who went down? Yeah,
Yeah, that
just
scene is
extra
very
people that
chaotic.
were
And then
with them.
this was actually, I think I have it under like goofs and stuff, but it was like all those people who were just happened to be inside the jam joint at the same time. They weren't part of the garlic test.
No, because
So,
I told
like,
Raymond.
I guess they
Yeah,
were just there. And they
when
just
they were
trusted
doing the
him?
garlic test, there was a dude sitting in the stage just chilling like this. Like,
Oh
he's
no,
just-
I didn't even
Yeah,
notice
he
him.
was just chilling, and I was like, hey, "Is that guy gonna take?" I did. Well, I just noticed him the second time.
It was a
view.
sound design guy. He's
I do
Yeah.
taking a
have
break.
to give a quick little shout out to a channel because for the info I'm about to drop right now. But Heavy Spoilers, that's the channel's name. Did a crazy. They did 3 videos on this movie, and they went through everything. I'm not gonna go through every story beat because go watch their video if you want to go see that. But I'm just gonna say. So I'm just gonna talk about the stuff that I loved, enjoyed, and stuff that I noticed. But to have it reconfirmed by other channels, it's just
Like,
that much.
oh, okay, I'm not just thinking about this. Like,
No,
if
yeah, I
other
was
people
like,
see it
okay,
too.
I was. So, in that scene, the dance party scene, you'll notice that anyone who dies, you only see their ancestors, but for anyone who survived, you see their future lineage. So
What are
in
you
the
talking
scene,
about?
so in the dance scene where you start seeing the different
They lied
generations,
to you?
Sam's first song.
Uh-huh.
So when you
So
see,
you know, you see past and you see future.
you see,
Yeah.
yeah,
If you see the past, they're dying.
they're not gonna make it through the night
But if you see their future, they survive and they have
because they don't have
kids
a
in the
future after this
Hold on.
night.
If you see their future, what do you mean?
The guitar riff, the electric guitar,
Uh-huh.
that was Sammy's lineage. That's Sammy's, because Sammy survives.
Okay, but what about...
But what about the Childs? You only see.
Oh, you only see the past, I guess.
Yes, that's why you only see like the.
What about the breakdancers?
Sammy? Sammy's the only survivor, really.
I guess.
Yeah, so it's his bloodline going down because
Sure,
he's the one
okay.
with the gift to be able to pass it down.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but
what?
does
What
that
about the
gift
tribal
do?
people?
That's the past.
Sure, I guess. But I
Like,
guess
no, I
everybody
think I
else-
saw them last week.
That's a fucking cool detail
That's
to
a cool
add
detail,
to the
yeah.
movie. On top of that, like you said, everything you mentioned everything perfectly.
Yeah,
That
dude.
scene is so amazing, and
I
the
think-
fact that it's like
I
this
think
pan
that's
out
an
shot,
interesting thought. I don't think it's correct though. I think it is literally just showing how
It
the
might
music
just be.
connects.
It might just be like a theory.
I think it's how music connects
Like-
generationally.
Like just with my theory. Check like my theory. Second time around, I noticed that when when Ramek falls from the sky into the house of like the two people, Joan and Bert, right? You notice the vultures on the top circling the house.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Now, when the party was starting at the barn, right, at the juke, you'll notice the vultures on the top of the barn, right? And my theory was that obviously vultures can sense when there's gonna be dead meat right there. That's why they're
Hey,
circling
dead
it, you know.
Hey.
So when
Hey.
they circle Bert and Joan's house, right, they were about to die, so they were there already. And when they were circling the barn house, you know, obviously there was gonna be a bloodbath there, so that's why they were just circling the barn house. So it's almost
and
like
then, then you see it again during the sunrise when the clan shows up.
exactly.
Mm.
So that
Yeah, because vultures know when
Vultures
when
are gonna
it's
have a
be.
fest. They're gonna have like a feast, dude.
There was one more thing I wanted to mention. I lost the thought though. Yeah, that scene is breathtaking. Absolutely. Oh, music. That's what I want to discuss.
Perfect. What's your
No,
favorite
hold
music
on.
number?
About
Hold on, I
the-
wanted to talk about music itself. Just a quick
the
little.
transformation of like the old blues, like Western, to
Yeah.
like rock.
I
Like
want
how heavy it got toward the end of the film.
I want to talk a little bit about the philosophy of music.
Oh boy.
Just slightly, okay? Because what is Jaws without the Jaws theme? You know?
The shark
like-
movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying like how much
Yeah.
more does that music add to the film?
It adds a feeling. Like it adds
emotion. It adds a soul. It adds a soul
of
to the
course,
beat.
yeah.
And that's what drums are to musicians and
Yeah, of course.
Because like how
percussion.
how good is The Shining without the score?
Yes. Oh my god.
Like,
But
fuck.
The score adds like 10 points to that.
so like
Yeah.
this movie just not only is it elevated by the music that it's added to it, but it also pays respect of the themes of the movie to how inspirational, how much soul is added to just having music in everyday life. How it can transcend time. How many songs have you listened to that you don't realize how old they are to this
Yeah.
day?
Yeah, dude.
And so like it takes that concept and it runs with it, and it's phenomenal. I can't praise it
Because
enough.
there's a lot of like timeless music.
Exactly.
And you
You're
could also
like-
say that music is a universal language. Like you could just play any kind of
Yeah, it doesn't-
music
Oh, yes.
and anybody
Absolutely.
from
You don't have to
anywhere.
tell us. We jam to anime music
Yeah,
every day.
dude. Like
Yeah,
you'll
J-pop
you'll
every
start
day.
dancing to the beat. Like it's a
K-pop.
universal
Yeah.
language that again transcends through time.
yes.
Yeah,
and
there's no barrier for music. It's
No,
all
dude.
it
So-
transcends everything.
So
Yeah.
for it to be the catalyst of everything in this movie, it's like fucking brilliant. Like,
Yeah, dude.
So I just wanted to mention that. If you
good.
want to talk about the actual music of the movie, I'll let you guys start off with that, and then I'll just gush.
What's your favorite musical number?
You know what it is.
On the hair, on the rock,
We should have mugs right now.
Fun fact: I already love Irish rock, and then when that started playing, I was like, "This is
Oh,
freaking
man.
awesome!"
Rocky Road to Dublin. That was cool.
Oh
That was
my
sick, dude.
gosh!
I remember Ivan was next to me, right? And then I knew it was coming up. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, it's going to be my favorite number, you know? And then Ivan's like, what the fuck? Like, is that singing? You know? Like, and then like when you see them dancing in the far background and you see the lightning strike, you notice the lightning strike behind them?
Yeah.
Ivan was like, holy shit. And I was like, you have no idea, dude.
Buckle
check,
up, baby.
Check my pants.
Yeah, dude, buckle up, dude. You have no
That's funny
idea.
though, because that song was coming on and Bobby's sitting next to me. He's like bobbing.
I already love Irish rock.
I was like
Irish
100%
music.
he would have fell for that. He was like, all right, I'm going
dude.
outside, guys.
Yeah, I know,
I
dude.
just need some fresh air.
No, I was like, you guys already persuaded me before.
Yeah,
now I'm
dude.
just double persuaded.
Oh man, it's so good. I mean, Sammy's number lied to you. That one was
No,
that
the scene
one
is
was good.
amazing.
Yeah, I thought that was at that point of the movie, I was like, this is my favorite scene and my favorite music.
Yeah, I didn't think anything was going to
movie.
elevate over that, and then we
Yeah.
get that fun end, the following
And then you
scene.
have that one.
Was he actually singing?
Yeah.
Yes,
Was
the actual
Amazing voice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up the
damn,
actor's
dude.
name, but
Miles Katzen.
he is a singer.
It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And then he's also there's a flash forward scene toward the end, and he's played by Buddy Guy.
Yes, and
Yeah.
also
Wow.
recognize
Yeah,
singers,
American guitarist
Cool.
and singer.
It's awesome.
Oh, speaking of which, just because we're talking about music right now,
Mhm.
what was the name of the gentleman? Your favorite character?
Slim.
Slim. That's the older guy,
Yeah.
older gentleman. When he talks about his friend being lynched,
Oh fuck,
uh,
man.
you notice in that scene he's talking about what had happened to his friend, how he saw what happened to his friend. He's getting emotional, and then his voice turns into a hum, and it's the birth of blues.
Yeah,
It's what, because blues was born from the pain of well, how would you describe
Everything
it?
that happened.
At the time? Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hell yeah, dude.
So and blues is like is the catalyst for so many other types of genres, music, R&B, everything that's like to date. So for them to reference it in that moment and then to constantly keep that theme throughout the movie. I've already said it.
And what was
I'm
your
gonna
score for
shut
this
it.
movie?
As
I
I
know,
said that,
dude. That's
I said the only one thing
Right.
that bugged me, and I got over the second thing.
Not
that
only
bugged me.
that,
What was the
but
one thing that bugged you? I don't think you ever said.
The one thing that bugged me was the stupid the beginning portion where they're like,
when it started from the beginning.
Oh,
yeah,
it started
you
from
did-
the
you
end.
did
that's
make
the
that.
only thing that bugged me outside of the snake
Yeah.
scene.
And we didn't even have to worry about that because we missed that part.
No, I mean I saw the scene where Sammy walks
into
in
the
with a
church.
broken guitar.
Oh yeah, that part.
And that's the scene that bugged me the most.
But
Walking in with if I saw the monologue scene, I probably would be more annoyed too because I was like,
since we're talking about still like music a
Music?
little
Yes,
bit,
please talk about it.
in the part where Remick comes to the front door with Bert and Joe, right? And they're like, "Hey man, we just wanna come in here. You know, we got money to spend. We want to play music, and we just
oh yes,
want to be part of a family. You know,
Yeah.
like it's kind of cool because the song that they play,
yes,
the
talk
first
about
song
it.
they
Yes,
sing?
talk about it. Yeah,
Pick
The
Boy
little-
Robin Clean is you know.
Yeah,
So apparently that song was
had a lot of cultural significance.
had a lot of cultural significance
Yes.
for like the black community, you know.
Yeah.
And it for them to play that, it's so ironic,
Well,
you know.
not so much ironic. It was more of a manipulation.
Of
tactic.
course, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
of
want
course.
to discuss it because there's more that there's slightly just
Because they
quickly.
thought that by playing that, they can automatically like connect, you know,
thought they got
with the
a-
culture.
They thought they got invited to the cookout. with that
Exactly,
song.
exactly. But then obviously they're all like, no,
Well,
like,
yeah, like,
even
still don't
less,
trust you.
even less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of
no.
the theories I had heard, I'm going to call
Well,
it
Stack
theory.
seemed okay with it, and then
I
Smoke
know,
was like,
yeah.
no.
I'm gonna say theory just because how you guys felt about the last one thing I told you guys about, but this one was like because what's the name of the villain?
Remick.
He's not human, so he doesn't know. Like he knows how to be human because he was a human, but he doesn't know how to relate to people. He forces his will
Well,
upon people.
he kind of does because if you notice, and during the part where he meets them for the first time, like in that one house,
Uh-huh.
did you notice that he switched his accent around?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he switched his
He's-
accent
he's
around
familiar with racism.
Once he saw the
Well, he
they
was
were
Irish.
clan members, right?
Well, I'll talk about that in a second.
Once he saw they were clan members, he switches accent to be like a Southern accent.
Yes.
You know, so he's
that-
very very manipulative, and you can tell.
I just want to bring a reference real quick to the anime Free Run.
Yeah.
So you know how she's talking about demons, and they're like, yeah, they know how to fake
Oh, yes.
humanity, but it's only to extend their own needs or
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like they can't learn. It's all about
Are we
manipulation.
gonna-
I
on
believe
time?
it.
Huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
we got like
Yeah, we got like 2 minutes.
Cool.
But I get what you're saying. But from my perspective of watching the movie, I found him as more of a sympathetic character. Because at this time in this era we're talking about, Irishmen, the Irish were just as
persecuted.
as any other group at the time. So did he? Because they don't really talk too much about his history, but it's clearly implied that he's been
living for a long time.
He's been
like
living for a long
thousands of
time. He's
years.
lived through the racism
Yeah.
that he's
my
experienced.
God, yeah. So he's learned how to adapt to all kinds of cultures and
Yeah.
all kinds of racism and all that.
Again, shout out to the heavy spoilers, but they pointed out that he has he's wearing suspenders, but he's
Yeah.
also wearing a belt, which do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like he doesn't know how to be normal, kind of thing.
No.
Is he doesn't know how to be like, because the whole theme of the movies is acceptance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's acceptance, also the beauty of music,
Mm-hmm.
and the telling of just segregation in general.
Yeah,
It's-
of course.
There's so many amazing things in this movie. So just to see his character, like, it's almost like to me, it's almost like someone trying to fit in but can't, and then when they can't, they just impose their will on.
Yeah.
That's how I view
Like,
the
oh,
character.
you want to be my friends? Like, no. I was like, no. Well, now you have to be.
Now you
Yeah,
have
exactly.
to.
Yeah.
And that's also why I'm like, when he turns people, I was like, is he imposing his will on? Not imposing his will, but that thought process. Imagine dealing with my mind, And that's also why that movie also makes. I don't know. I just love
Like
it.
everyone's equal in their suffering.
Because when he talks, it's like, oh no, I agree with him. Like, damn, I completely agree with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in a way, like he's very persuasive too. Like even when Mary
yeah, I
goes
would've
and
persuaded.
talks to them, like he knows exactly how to talk to her by just talking about her dead mom, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
And he only knows about that because of the hive mind that he shares, like, of the public, like,
well,
because he knows about he knows information through the people he takes.
sure, okay,
Yeah, but I don't know if they knew.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
So
I'm
I
sure
don't-
that the
I don't
death was
know.
pretty well known if it was someone like.
Who knows?
Do you think he was reading her
Maybe.
mind?
I don't know. I don't.
I don't think he was
think
reading
See,
her
when I
mind.
mentioned it, I mean, I think it's kind of comes down to like subtleties. It's like, oh, like, well, I know how that must feel because I've gone through something.
Well,
Well, he
similar.
brought it up before she.
No. Well, the
mentioned
thing
it.
is, he
That's why I
didn't.
was like,
He didn't really tell her, "Hey, I feel your pain because of your mom's death." No, he's like, "You're in pain, huh?" And she's all like, "Yeah, my mom passed," and she's like,
All right,
"Oh,
well, maybe
I'm
I-
sorry." You
again,
know, like,
it's been a
but he
week.
knew. But the thing is, like, I feel he can sense sorrow in people,
Yeah.
and I think that's what draws him more because. Again, back to the whole "Lie to Me" scene. Like that song that Sammy sang was coming from the very bottom, and he saw that like through everything in the woods. He saw that,
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what
We're gonna take a break right now, but it's just funny, like everything tied together. He sang like a racially insensitive song,
Yeah.
to try to persuade them when he
Yeah.
doesn't know how to be human. So there you go.
We'll be back.
Welcome back.
All right. So there was a couple of scenes that I saw because, like I said, the longer I sit on the movie, the more I'm like,
Damn.
that's such a good movie.
Right,
So-
dude. Like that's why.
We're
That's
all
why.
there.
Even though that 10 out of 10 felt like a little forced, I'm like, yeah, 10 out of 10. But then the more I talk about it, I'm like, I'm so happy I get a 10 out of 10 because if I would have given anything else, it would have ended at a 10 out of 10 at the end of this.
Do you believe him though? Check his letterbox.
No. No.
Like 1 out of 1.
1 out of 1.
Not enough diversity. But there's a scene where Preacher Boy's driving with Stack, right?
No, that seems good.
and they're talking, and then he's like singing the blues and stuff, and he's like looking at him driving. He's like, "You want to drive?" He's like, "Yeah, I want to drive." He's like, "All right, I'll let you drive on the way back." So he drives himself on the way back because
I know.
everyone else is gone.
I'm glad you noticed that because I
Yeah.
didn't notice it initially.
I didn't notice it until I saw this post.
Let me see.
I was like, it's just such a good like
Oh!
thematic relevance.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
But there is
Oh, that's such a good image too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Shit.
it just released on digital, so a lot of the
Oh
screenshots
my
you're gonna see
God.
they're gonna be HD.
Oh,
I don't know if
dude.
we mentioned Michael B. Jordan acting amazing.
Oh, his best
Oh my
role, I
God.
think, right? Am I right? His
I
best
had
role?
I had a pause like during the movie. And I was like, "Is there anyone who looks that much like him?"
This is my favorite role for him. Like this is my.
Oh,
Favorite.
I love him in Creed, and I love him.
I loved him in
so many
Creed.
other-
I loved him in Chronicle. I loved him in Black Panther. Like,
Fantastic
but, say that again.
Flame on.
No, but this
Like
this is an amazing performance and an amazing feat for so many
Jesus
actors.
Christ.
That was a random scene though when they were like the vampires are coming. He was like flame on.
Stupid.
Now it's all he's like, whoa, which one?
Yeah, which one?
All right,
No,
go
okay,
for it.
but
I
hold
said-
on,
I
hold
said I was-
But so Smoke when they're like going their separate ways to try and find something.
Uh-huh.
He goes to his like ex-wife basically,
Right,
and you find out he had lost a child,
right.
as a little baby girl.
Ugh. I was already
so-
bringing tears.
So it was a scene where he meets the Chows and he has that little girl come over and say, "Hey, come here! Like I want you to watch this car, you know, whatever." And he's,
Oh, that's
and he's
sick.
teaching her how to negotiate or whatever. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, I'll give you 10 cents for every minute that passes. She's like, 10 cents? He's like, no. He's like, you aim high,
Yeah.
and then I'll haggle with you.
You gotta learn how to haggle.
Yeah, you gotta learn to haggle. And then somebody retweeted that post on Twitter, and it was like, he would have been such a good girl dad.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And as a girl
No,
dad
yeah,
myself,
that-
I was like, oh yeah, like it's how you
Yeah.
present yourself with the children. It's like
it's about giving back to the community. He clearly cares about the community itself.
everyone.
Yeah.
No matter
everyone,
how stern he is,
yeah.
he cares about everyone. Exactly.
That's
Even
probably
the
one of-
people that he shot, they're
one of
like,
my- one of
hey,
my
stitch
funniest
him up.
scenes.
You know,
Exactly.
like,
That was funny.
One of the funniest scenes is you say, hey, they're stealing, and he goes out there and he shoots the guy. He's like,
Without even hesitation, he just shoots him.
he's like, I didn't know it was your truck. She's like, yeah, he's lying. Like I told him it was yours. He's like, well, I thought she was lying. and then the other guy's just standing there, and then he just shoots him.
Yeah.
He's like, why'd you shoot him? He's like, well, I don't want people knowing that you almost got away with stealing from me.
And then he gave him money to the other dude. He's like, hey,
He's
stitch
like-
him up.
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
I'm
"Hey,
glad you're
I don't
talking
wanna
about
die
this
now."
scene.
They don't
There's
die
more I
from
want to talk about
syphilis or
this. Make sure we come back to this area because there's so many cool things about this
oh,
scene.
dude. But if we're talking about like details too, like towards the end of the movie, like I mentioned it to Raymond the first time, but I didn't get it quite right until the second time.
Oh yeah, he's stupid.
Yeah.
Because he was like, so when Smoke is dying and he
Yeah.
sees like kind of the actual plane, he sees his wife and he sees the baby.
Oh God, that's so sad.
And she goes,
I was,
she goes, I'll put out that cigarette. I don't want smoke anywhere near the baby.
yeah.
And he thought that was Stack,
I
and he
thought that
thought
was Stack,
she
bro.
thought Smoke was the one who got turned.
You're
Yeah.
baboon.
So he was like, oh, like that makes sense because he's he
For
wants
some
her
reason,
away
yeah, the
from.
first time
It's a
watching
double
it,
meaning.
yeah, first time watching, I was like,
He got
oh, wait,
confused by it.
yeah, for some reason. Oh, because okay, I know where I got confused. When Sammy goes and checks on the door where Stag is on the other side, he goes, "Smoke?" Like he says, "Smoke?" ? Right? I thought Stag was in the door. I guess Smoke is in the door. You know what I mean? That's where it flipped on me. But he actually called for Smoke behind him, like, "Hey, can you check this out?" You know what I mean? So I think because the second time watching it, I remember I was like, "Oh, this is where I got a little confused." You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just like that they were color coordinated, so I was like, okay, I know.
Yeah, it
who
helped.
Oh,
It
yeah,
helped,
I
and it
know.
was like a triple meaning.
No, I know. I don't
What
know
a
why.
badass
I don't
what
know
it is.
why that scene kind of flipped it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when he kind of gets closer to the door, he kind of like whispers like "Smoke," you know. And I was like, hold on a fucking second. Like this is his cousin. Like he should know which one's which. And I was like, I thought Stag was in the door, but I guess Smoke is in there. So that's what kind of like flipped it for me.
Yeah.
Because at first, in the first, I would say 45 minutes, I was like, cool.
I know
Stag,
who everyone
Smoke.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then that one scene, I think that's what kind of flipped it. And so then at the end, I was like,
I think you
well,
just don't pay
that could have
attention.
been that couldn't have been Smoke because that, you know, so yeah.
Anyway,
Alright,
what
it's
double
dumb,
meaning
it's
did you
dumb.
have? What meaning did you get from that?
For a smoke. I wanted to hear what yours was.
Well, I didn't have him. I didn't have.
Oh,
one.
okay. That's his nickname.
Yeah, his nickname is Smoke.
Yeah, his nickname is Smoke. So when she's like, I don't want smoke anywhere getting on the baby or anywhere near the baby, it's like he's smoking. So you think she's talking about a cigarette, but his nickname is also his gangster name basically.
Yeah, she doesn't
is
want
Smoke.
any of that. Yeah.
So it's like she's like I don't. So
you
her
notice
saying
that-
that is like
That's kind of how
she
I
always calls
interpreted
him
it.
Yeah, it's
Elijah too.
perfect.
Yeah, she always calls
'Cause
him
I-
Elijah
I-
by the real name too. So
yeah. She says his name. It's Elijah, right?
Elijah, yeah.
So she says his name first, and then she's like, put out the smoke because I don't want anywhere.
I don't want-
I was like, God,
I
I
want
caught that in that moment too.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if you did.
Oh, it's so
And
fucking
so
good, dude. It's so
yeah.
fucking good.
But I also so go ahead and keep talking because I talk a lot. So is there any other scenes you want to bring back to mention? Because I'll gush about
Fuck,
some other
man.
stuff.
Something
Yeah.
about the barn, but I want to say such great practical effects, only to be ruined by the fact that it's a vampire movie and it has to take place during night. It's like you can tell the practical effects look so good,
Yeah.
but it's like it's just
They're hidden
you
by
can't
darkness.
see anything. Yeah. Normally it's the reverse, where it's like, oh, we have to use CGI, so we're gonna make it dark so you can't see the imperfections.
Yeah.
Yes.
But this one, a lot of it looked like it was practical, and you couldn't see anything because it was a vampire movie.
Yeah.
But also, how good was it to have a good vampire movie?
Oh
God,
god,
it's been so
dude.
long.
Vampires
It's
have
been
been
so long.
Kind of the joke monster for a while now.
I mean, it was kind of a joke in the movie too, like trying to let them in, you know?
Oh yeah, they made fun. They poked their fun at it. But
But
well, we're gonna talk
I
about-
say one of the funniest like moments of dark humor in the movie was when they see that guy passed out and they go, oh, like how did this happen? Like they couldn't have got him, right? And they go, whatever, like let's get his body
I
outside.
didn't catch this till later.
Yeah.
And they grab his body and they take him outside and then they do the garlic test and someone almost throws up. He's like, oh, it's not me. It's just I had too much to drink. And they go,
Oh, fucking.
they go,
Slim.
hey, are we sure that was blood? And they go and they test it. And they're like, that's liquor.
Yeah.
And then the guy just outside like, what happened?
like passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
catch that at
fuck.
all until I was
Yeah,
watching
I thought that was
commentary.
super funny.
Oh, shit.
And who did the honors? Cornbread.
Cornbread did the
yeah.
honors. Yeah. You saw him from far away. You just
Just running.
Charge
Yeah,
at him?
booking him. Yeah.
that one scene with Proline when she does her little stomping dance number. That scene was so good. When I was talking to Raymond about it too, when like she's like stomping, you know, to
Yeah.
the beat, and like everybody in the bar is just stomping with her, but at the same time that stomp is synchronizing with the fight that's going on in the background. Remember when that dude tried to like play with loaded dice?
Yes.
Yeah,
And then he pulled a knife out.
and he
and
pulled a
they
knife
go, "I'll
out.
take care of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they
And
start,
they start
beating
kicking
him.
him.
Yeah, start kicking him and beating him up, and then like their fist is like synchronizing with the stomps of. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's. What else? What else? What
Yeah,
else?
the way he talks about this movie, maybe he thinks it's like a 10 out of 10 or something.
Yeah.
It's the
The,
best movie of the
um,
year, dude.
All right, so you saw it with your favorite portions because I'm going to talk a little bit about.
All right, just talk whatever you want to talk about. If I think it's something, I'll let you know.
Okay, yeah, just rattle it off. But I want to gush a little bit about that pan out scene. That scene where, what's the daughter's name? I forget her name.
Little Lisa?
Oh, Little
Yes.
Lisa, yeah.
That goes to get her mom from the other side.
The one shot, yeah.
Yes, you mentioned it just slightly earlier in this episode, but and I know this episode's gonna be a little bit long because it's hard not to talk
It's
about
hard
this movie.
not to, yeah, exactly.
Is it going to be even harder not to? Is it's going to be
Edit
hard not
them.
to edit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think there's a lot to edit here, but there's that scene is amazing. Like
Dude, yeah.
when I saw it in the theaters, I was like, this is amazing. And then I was driving home talking about it with my brothers, and then it made it more amazing. And then I got home and started watching special stuff about it, and I was like, this is getting better. Like, so did you notice that the way Mr. Child speaks in the area is more tailored to the black folk in the movie?
Yeah.
Yes, did you notice that, cousin?
I did notice that.
I don't
It
see
was
race.
it was a little weird at first.
Well,
'cause-
here's what gets better is that when Lisa,
Yeah.
right? When she goes across the street, there's only white people in the store. So Mrs. Chow speaks more formally, or like the way that white folk talk,
Yeah.
because she handles the white customers and Mr. Chow handles the black customers. And
interesting.
you'll see mixed, like you'll see primarily black, but they take all customers on that side.
That's
Is it-
interesting?
Because thinking back to it, because they had little Lisa go like across the street back and forth.
Yes.
Did
so,
she change her mannerisms depending on which store she was at, right?
She probably did.
the whoever was doing the shopkeep. So
No, she was doing both.
okay. Well, so
'Cause
then,
when her dad went to do something, she watched the till, and then when she's like, "Oh, go get your mom for me," so then she crosses the street, and then she takes over for her mom.
My
I'm pretty
older
sure her
bro-
mannerisms change from like
Yeah.
more laid back to more like
and you'll notice the items. So because of the set design and how much detail they put into the movie, you'll notice that in the background that they're they tailored the shops to the type of customers. So like and this was one I saw in the commentary channel where they're like, oh yeah, like you'll notice there's more hard candies like hard candies in the blacks shop, and then when you get to the other one, there are more desserts.
Interesting.
So in that scene where she's walking, the world is alive. You see
Oh, you see everything.
you see the a little Mexican shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's walking through. She says, "Hi, Mom, Dad needs you." And then we start going back, and then you see the guys who got shot move from one spot to the other. And then I was like, "This is amazing."
It's a world that's alive, dude.
Yeah, no. In this scene, everyone is alive in the world, and you are just spectating one person's perspective, just like you would in everyday life.
Yeah.
But to capture it on film, amazing. And I was like,
Yeah, dude.
oh my god, what a bar to set. Like in the quarter mark of this movie, the early half of this movie, I was like, oh my god. I was like, I don't think anybody's gonna beat this scene. And then we got the dance number, and I was like,
So fucking good.
God damn! And then we got the Irish rock.
Oh
and I
my
was
god.
that was me watching the movie. Like,
Slightly unrelated, but
the
since we were talking
hair,
about
the
the shots and everything, I want to say about 2 weeks ago, it was actually Ryan Coogler's birthday.
Yeah.
happy
So
birthday.
happy birthday,
Happy
Ryan.
birthday.
By now, it's gonna be like a month later, but happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Happy
By
birthday.
the time this comes out, it'll be your next birthday. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday again.
Opa. All right, well, I'll let you guys talk.
What did you guys think about? Can we just skip to the ending? I guess.
Everything
Yeah?
started
Because
getting
there's one scene I want to talk about that was toward the ending. How far in the ending are you going?
I'm going about like the. Well, I mean, I would say. Did you like the end? I would
Are
say.
you talking pre-barn or post-barn?
We're talking post
post-barn.
credits.
No, but hold
Okay.
on.
So
I'm
before we get
talking
to
about.
post-barn-
I'm talking about pre-future though. Like right.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but
like-
pre-barn.
Uh-huh.
So when Michael B. Jordan is fighting Michael B. Jordan,
Oh, that's another theme too. Son
there-
of a
so-
bitch. Son of a
I have
There
another
was a
bitch.
picture. So
standing,
he
I
says,
can't remember his
"I'm sorry, I couldn't keep you safe." And he says,
God.
"Don't be sorry, you always did."
As-
So they're fighting,
Ah.
and Michael V. Jordan, so the vampire one,
Yeah.
he has the upper hand,
Yeah.
and you kind of see something happen, and then he like kind of loses grip, and then Michael B. Jordan pushes him off.
Yeah.
How did you interpret that?
So I don't know if you noticed that.
Because is
but,
that him
like,
fighting back?
No, no, no,
Or
no,
is
no,
that-
no. I think it was the amulet that Annie gave Smoke. Because
Yes.
that amulet, she mentions earlier in the movie, hey, this is what's been keeping you safe all this time, right?
How heartbreaking was that line, though?
God,
It's
I was thinking
like,
when you
couldn't
said
make
that,
one for our baby.
Oh, dude. No, not only that, but like,
especially as a father.
Yeah.
dude. So when because I think Stag was gonna bite him, right? But he got close to the amulet, and that's when the camera kind of like
Yeah, you
fizzled
see
out.
a weird effect.
Yeah, and he just kind of stood there like, what the hell? And then he kind of pushed him off. I think it was that amulet doing its effect.
Yes,
you
yes,
know?
I
'Cause
believe that as well.
technically, that amulet was made to protect him. And so him not biting him, you know, you could say that it was the amulet's word. You could say he was fighting back his own conscience. Whatever it was, he was protected. You know what I mean? So,
Percy, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I want to give a quick shout out because we keep talking about Michael B. Jordan's acting in this role, but his body double, the person playing like the role of the second body,
oh yeah,
is Percy Bell.
that's cool.
I just want to give a shout out. If anything, can you include a picture for this
Sure,
portion?
sure, sure.
Just because, come on. And you're right. Everything you said up until now has been accurate. I can't even disagree with you.
And even
Although
at-
normally we be yelling at each other
No,
because it's
yeah.
like you're fucking stupid. But
Yeah.
And to be fair, he is.
Oh, great movie choice, jackass.
Speaking of hive mind.
but like you're just spitting facts.
No,
Like-
no, and towards the end of the movie, once he's about to die, he removes the amulet
Yes.
and he takes his last
And-
breath. And,
and
it's
he-
like, there it is, dude.
Yes, and
Like-
you know, also that final scene where he's fighting the KKK members.
Yeah.
Ku Klux Klan. He
Don't
carries.
represent them.
Yeah. Don't say it 2 times. We're gonna
Don't
get
give them
flagged.
their legal name.
You'll notice that he grabs because it's Smoke who's shooting. He grabs Stack's necklace.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts it on the Tommy gun. So it's like he's casting. He knows he's gonna go. He knows it's his time. He takes off the amulet and he goes and puts on his brother's arm.
But there's
Yeah.
some
It's like, whatever.
also good things is what was his name, Annie?
Annie, yeah.
She goes, "Look, if I don't make it out of this, I
Oh
want you
my
to promise
God.
me.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
I want you to promise me that I don't
Again,
become one of those."
newlywed.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Imagine the
dude.
feeling.
You can't. No, and it's so crazy because like even as
Because
a vampire,
they say it. Because what were they saying? They're saying hates.
the hates.
So
Yeah.
I think it's hates, and then she's like, "No, these are different. These are vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Vampires. Their souls are stuck to wander Earth forever,
Yes.
and they'll never be able to be reunited with their ancestors." So it's
Right.
like,
She
if
didn't-
I
she didn't
turn,
like that, yeah.
I need you to kill me. I need you to promise me. And there was a little hesitation, but ultimately, since it was Smoke, he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Their relationship has been formed through loss and pain
Mm-hmm.
and this love that they have for each other. It's there, but it's not tainted, but it's
born.
it has this looming. It's like the embodiment of their love has passed and it looms over them, and it's like, don't let me not be able to be reunited with my
Yeah.
daughter. It's like it's so
Yeah,
sad.
dude.
Like,
And even when he killed her, like you notice that Mary just kind of like lost her mind for a bit. Like she's like Annie, you know,
Well,
like
'cause
Oh,
that was
yeah,
her
'cause she
family
wa-
too.
yeah.
yeah,
And
So it
I
was
know.
either he was gonna reunite her with
with
her family,
yeah.
or they were gonna stay family.
And that's
together.
and that's also where I was like, that's her right there, and
Yeah.
that's Mary right there.
Yeah, of course.
But Mary, after that scene, takes off. She runs. She books it. And I'm like, is that her trying to take? Because again, we're talking about like their hive mind.
Yeah, I think they're
Is that
their
her-
own individual people.
Oh, yeah, but I'm saying, you think she would have like, okay,
Because I think she knew what Remick knew, that they were all going to die in the morning regardless. So in her mind, she shared the same sentiment that Remick did, where she's like, "Look,
but it's,
we're trying to save you guys.
yeah,
Like you're my family. Like
Or-
we grew up together. Like I want you to be safe."
like you guys are all
And then
gonna
when she
die.
sees
Might
her
as well
die,
just become one of us.
Yeah.
That's just her losing a family member.
yeah. No,
And
I
for
agree.
good, and
I
for
agree. And but I'm also like, it's. Like I said, I keep thinking of that. Imagine my own voice and my brain and your brain.
Yeah.
So that
Like, why- I
perspective.
just keep going like, why do I have a throbbing headache?
I also thought about this too, like towards the end, like it's like there's got to be a logical explanation later on when the cops come and they find all these dead bodies on the floor.
Oh,
like,
it's not gonna matter. This
it's not
era?
gonna matter.
it's
No,
not
I know
gonna
it's
give a
not gonna
shit.
matter because all
Like,
they're gonna
you
come and
remember
see.
that John Mulaney joke? They're like, yeah, before they did DNA, they're like, oh, sir, there's a puddle of blood over there. It's like, nah, gross. Go grab a mop.
No, and it's like all their cops are gonna
yeah,
see is
that
just
hurt.
like a bunch of
Ash.
clan members and a bunch of colored people. It's a mess. It's just
Well,
a
they're all
shooting
dust,
ground.
right?
Yeah, they're all
just-
dust.
So it's literally just
Except for the people that died.
okay. So a handful
Yeah.
of people, and then smoke with a Tommy gun. They're
Exactly,
gonna just chalk it
exactly.
up
So-
to smoke.
so- yeah,
Did you catch this? Because I knew it like pretty much very early on in the movie. I think you didn't know
I'm listening.
that they were in the war.
Yes, World War
Oh,
I.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, because they were in the war. You're like, what? Really?
Yeah, and it's implied that they were part of Al Capone's gang.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and when he got arrested, they were like, "All right, well,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do our own thing." And then they did their own thing, and then we see the news articles. If you saw them, if not, you get the beginning of the movie and see what they did.
See what they were up to.
So what would you guys think of the ending? Do you guys like that ending with Smoke kind of doing his last shootout with the clan members? I love that.
Oh yeah,
That was
That was like the cherry on
what's it
top for me, dude.
You were talking
lethargic?
about, like-
Or what's the word? Not
Like
lethargic.
false endings. You were like, there were so many false endings, but they were all really
Yeah,
satisfying.
yeah, because I thought that ending was gonna end with the beginning scene. I was like, that's where it's gonna end, But it's like, no, wait, the clan members are coming. He has a shootout with them. You're like, all right, now
it's
it
gonna
ends.
They did that. Because as much as I hate the ending beginning, they did a really good job of making there being more than just that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if you guys ever seen that movie. What is it? Befriend. It's Unfriended.
Oh,
Have you seen
yeah.
the Unfriended movie?
Yeah.
Of course I have.
Yeah. So like the halfway mark where they do that same thing where they're like, well, so and so died, and then that's what starts to haunt. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So
Um,
with this movie, I'm just like, the fact that they ended it, because like I said, I would have preferred to just imagine just a straight blind watch. It would have been amazing. I know.
Are we?
We're good.
Well, no, I'm curious what your thought is of the ending.
No, yeah, but I'm saying that
because-
scene where he's holding the guitar.
Well, he gets to the guitar and he goes to the church and everyone's like,
That's
oh.
what I'm gonna talk about.
And he's like, hey, like let go of that guitar.
yes,
You like just come back to the church, do this and that.
yes,
He leaves.
yes.
Yep.
So how did you interpret that?
No, I loved it. Because again, grew up religious background. Him holding the guitar. It's if he were to let go of it and become a pastor, he would be letting go of everything that just happened that night. He would be letting go of so much more than just the music that his gift, his light. Then he would be letting go of the memories of
Everyone
that night.
who lost.
Yes,
Yeah.
he would have submitted, and it's his choice to do so if he feels it necessary. But for him to be like, I'm gonna share my music and I'm gonna do what I want against, without the support of my father, without the support of my family, and I'm gonna do what I can do.
What family?
Yeah, I know,
No.
but well,
Yeah.
he has like siblings, and you see them early
Yeah.
on. But it's like, yeah, for them to take that turn, because I thought the God was just gonna end with him like crying or screaming at the end, because that's how
Yeah.
most scenes would end. That scene, you got that beginning opening scene. They're like ends where it begins. He goes and he's just like and just like cries and
Yeah.
then praise
And then
Jesus.
black screen. And
And I
then-
was like, please don't end like that. And this movie's too damn good for that. And it didn't.
And it
And
didn't.
and it goes and you see this time skip.
Yeah.
And I there's a reason why I sent you the date. Because not only I recognized it a little bit because I was
you were
like,
like mission report October 16th, 1992. And I was like,
yeah,
okay.
no. When I saw it, I was like, why does that sound so familiar? 'Cause-
1992.
yeah, I wasn't born yet, and I couldn't see this movie in theaters, but it is one of my favorite movies of all times. That's happens to be the same date as the release of Candyman. The movie about segregation, interracial relationships, and I was
Hold
like,
on a second.
"Is that just? It's the theatrical release."
No,
date.
I know.
No, I'm telling you. I was like, that might just be a happy coincidence, but what a fucking happy coincidence! If you're gonna choose a day, like,
Want to hear something else?
Ah,
The Rodney King riots happened in 1992.
1992, same year as the time skip.
As the LA riots.
So the time skip made me happy to see Stack and Mary alive and being themselves, and at that point they seemed more liberated than when they were with the group. Well, damn.
Damn.
But so it was a happy, like, and plus even though I was born in the 90s, I was a little too young to appreciate the 90s outside of like late 90s.
Yeah.
Outside of Pokemon, of course.
Yeah, 1999 when I was 5. But no, I was just like, damn, this is cool to see them like. It was like Fresh Prince style.
Yeah, 1992 was like a heavy year.
No, I know. Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, in general, just like the ending scenes. You're talking about the whole ending as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Because I want to talk slightly about the mid credits and post credit scenes, but no, I thought that was so cool.
It was so fucking amazing.
But there was the one line I liked at the very end of the film where he goes,
Please say it, dude. Say it. It's so fucking good.
I don't know if it.
Say it.
Say it.
Where he goes, where he goes, you know, about once a week I wake up in a cold sweat about that night. He's like, but everything up until that point was the greatest night of my life. He's like, would you agree? And they go, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but keep going. What else did he say after that?
What does he say?
Oh, fuck. He said something like, yeah, that was the last time I saw my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
Because we just wanted this whole journey. We wanted this whole thing with this team and
god damn.
It's like when you're reminiscing because Smoke and Mary look so young, and they're reminiscing with an old timer. It's like, yeah, that's how that goes. That's how growing up is. You separate, you live life, and you find out that's why I don't think this movie requires a sequel. I don't think it's necessary.
We're
gonna
saying,
talk about it a little bit.
If there's gonna be another movie within the same universe, it's got to be a prequel. And it doesn't have to be horror whatsoever. It just has to be about the twins going against the Italian and the
There's a couple.
and the Irish.
We'll talk about that in a second. But there's a couple ideas for sequels. But I heard that there is going to be
there's a sequel in the works reportedly.
I heard there's 5 movies.
All right,
in the
hold
works.
on. So this is the exact quote
You
that
got
I'm talking
20
about.
seconds.
20
I don't
seconds.
wanna
All right,
hold
got
off.
you. So when Sammy says that was the best night of my life, Stack says, no doubt about it. That was the last time I seen my brother, the last time I seen the sun, and just for a few hours, we was free.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And we pause right there.
We'll be back shortly.
Glaze the movie enough. We're gonna glaze it some more.
Please.
Let's talk about some classic movie references. I'm not sure if you guys noticed.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Remember, I was like, "Oh, this movie's horny as hell."
Movie is horny as hell.
I was saying like, "Goddamn, Preacher Boy," unrealistic expectations for relationships.
Oh,
I was like, go take a shower.
Hey man, this is no era. They didn't have baths readily
It's
available.
worse than. Anyway, go on with your movie references.
Well, first of all, I'm sure you guys are gonna recognize them as I say them. So we had. Well, apparently from the director's interviews, he said that he was clearly inspired by From Dusk Till Dawn. Which is
big time. You can see.
There are only two
references
movies
we thought of was Dusk Till Dawn and 30 Days of Night.
Yes, those are the only two movies I can compare this movie to, and that's a positive because there hasn't been movies like that in a long time.
Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn is way more comical. Obviously, a Quentin Tarantino movie. If you
Way
haven't
more feet.
seen it, I recommend it. It's a notorious classic in my opinion. I was talking to some people, and I forget people are so much younger than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, go watch it. Like, hey, you haven't seen From Dusk Till Dawn, go watch it. Was it 30 Days of Night?
30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night. Another phenomenal vampire movie. I've heard people not like it for it being so action packed and gory. There's no scares to it really. Mm-hmm. It's more in your face horror. More kind of just more of a gore fest.
Yeah. Less atmosphere and more just there.
And so this is more. I compare these movies not to say that they're similar. They're similar in concept, but their themes are so similar.
Yeah.
But man, does this movie do its own thing? Does it separate itself from the pack? And that's I was like, that's a positive.
I have a fun fact, and then you can go back to your movie references because this is
Yeah.
also a movie reference. So
I have
Ryan
one too.
Ryan Coogler explained in an interview that Remick was partially inspired by the character Death in Puss in Boots.
Yes, I
which
heard
was
that
released
too.
3 years earlier.
That's
So that's
pretty
why
funny.
we get those red
That's
eyes.
pretty funny.
Yeah, noting
That was a great
both
movie.
his eyes and his
Amazing.
demeanor.
That's you
Yeah.
could say that, huh?
And
The
it
only
was
difference
menacing too,
Is if
without
he
knowing that.
whistled when he showed up, that would have been.
Oh yeah, right on the nose.
No, how does the whistle go? Like, no, that's
That sounds close.
You're
That's
close. It's
Hunger
more of a
Games.
long
No,
one.
yeah,
I can't
I
whistle
don't know.
very well.
I have a movie reference too. I remember I jabbed Raymond. I was like, eh.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
'Cause
what?
he's
I was like,
eh? And I was like,
eh?
I watched the
I'm-
movie, he's like,
I'm
eh?
hoping-
He's-
And I was like, what? And he's like,
He's like,
eh?
come on, bro, it's right
he's like,
there.
He's like, you like that angle? And I was like, what is it supposed to?
Oh
like, he's on
yeah,
top
The
of me?
Shining.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's one
Take
of the
a shot.
Take a shot.
No, yeah, the where
It almost reminds me of that scene from Evil Dead 2013.
no, when Smoke's
Stacking the hell.
Smoke's slamming the door and you get that
That undershot.
yeah, come on, literally like,
Exactly. I was like, eh?
I was like,
I was like,
you
look
pay
at
homage
dude.
at the perfect time.
And then again, obviously, like from dusk till dawn, like the whole entire movie, it's like
Yeah. Oh,
nonstop.
so here's the thing: is from what I heard it was from Dusk Till Dawn and The Faculty, which I thought was a fun.
Faculties.
Well,
out
because
there, yeah.
the reason why is because it's they're
No,
they
yeah,
become a hive mind.
I get why. It's
Parasitic.
just- you said the faculty, and I had like flashbacks, like Vietnam.
Yeah, no,
flashbacks.
me too. Because when I heard that reference, I was like, oh, that's funny because The Faculty's inspired by The Thing, by so many other movies.
Yeah.
and it's like a classic, like what early 2000s movie, right?
And that's what we talk about. Horror is it's so intertwined.
Yeah,
in its,
absolutely.
In its theming and its
and that's what makes
history.
it so fucking cool. I finally got to drop an F-bomb this late in the video.
It's great, dude.
God.
That's what I'm saying. It's my favorite movie of the year, and
So-
I think it's gonna be for the rest of the year.
I just there's some heavy hitters in there, and I'm like, I want to see them. So
I want to see some heavy hitters too, but I don't think they're gonna top this.
I don't.
I
I,
don't
I,
think-
I,
And if they
I'm holding
do,
out hope.
they're not going to be the same. Does that make sense?
No,
I'm
they're
hoping
not.
we watch
They're
Final
not.
Destination
like
soon.
if you go
So we
to
can
a
talk about
movie and
that.
you're like, oh, I really like Superman. That's a whole different genre. Of
I
movie.
know, but the thing
Yep.
is that this movie, it's. I'm
It
sure
is-
if Superman comes out, I'll watch. I'm like, dude, that was a good movie. Like, it was awesome. It was amazing, you know. But
This is
it
film at
didn't
its
have
peak,
Road
dude.
to Dublin, bro. You know that.
This is
What
like,
if it does?
Road to
Guy Gardner's
Krypton?
in there.
this is not just like a horror movie. It is film.
It's film.
It's
It's
film.
film, dude. Yeah.
It's
and
why
it's not nominated
It's
for
why
something.
over the course of over 100 years, this medium has not died.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And it's because,
God, dude, like
and then same thing, music.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not died. These forms of media transcend time. They transcend language. They transcend race, and it just 100 years of movies, all accumulating to this film.
so. If anyone tells me they don't like this movie, I'm just like you.
It's 'cause they're
didn't-
racist.
No,
No,
but
I'm
you couldn't see the underlying themes. Like you
Yeah.
couldn't
No,
see
of course
the
not, dude.
the heart of this movie
Yeah.
is like it's there and you can't miss it, but you're missing it because you're blocking your vision. You're intentionally seeing what you want to see. You
Of
want to see
course,
color
dude.
and you want to see race, and you're not looking past it. It's not woke. It's reality. It's history.
Yeah, dude.
Unrelated.
And
there
if
was
you
this,
don't like it, good. It's not supposed to make you
supposed to
like
make- yeah.
it. It's supposed to, keep you informed of what
And that's-
happened.
And that's why this movie was so damn good.
Oh,
And
fuck, man, it's so
go ahead and
good.
say what you're gonna say, but I want to talk about the faculty and stuff.
No, it was just like a video I saw. I sent it to you earlier, but it was just like, yeah, man, I didn't really like Sinners. Like what? Like
What?
And then he was wearing like a who you want to be a millionaire suit. He's like, all right, question 1. He's like, why didn't you like the movie? Was it A, there's too many black people? B, the white guys with the bad people? C, Haley Steinfeld didn't do Full Frontal? Or D, or whatever. And then it was just
That's
like,
pretty good.
Yeah, it was like,
I didn't
no,
even-
like that's not why. And he's like, okay, question 2. And he asked like the same question, but every time he did it, it was like, C, like Haley Steinfeld didn't do Full Frontal. And he was like, okay, yes, like I don't get why they just didn't do it. Like
I heard, I saw a TikTok video where it's like the people that hated this movie were the same people that hated the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
Kids look at mom.
I was like, damn, dude.
That's a pretty funny.
Oh, fuck.
But not to point out our audience or anything, but it's kind of just reality.
yeah.
But we
the-
will point out racism. Don't be racist.
Yeah, don't be racist. What level we got? Oh, never mind. Shut up. I don't want to make dreams.
We're gonna get in trouble. It's funny how you could say something like so non-problematic, like, "Hey guys, don't be racist," and they're like, "Oh, they were attacking our culture." It's like, okay, relax,
It's too woke.
calm down
Midnight
with
Mayhem,
your.
too woke.
You could tell these guys are from California.
I bet they celebrate Pride Month. We do.
I bet they let other people use their bathrooms. Like, yeah, okay.
All right, veering back to faculty. I love the segment where they're trying to figure out who is
A vampire.
a vampire and they're
Yeah.
eating garlic. I immediately thought of The Thing.
The Thing, yeah,
The
when they
Thing
were
of-
trying to figure
yeah,
out
I was
who's,
like-
dish,
who's
yeah.
yelling and who's not.
And
yeah.
I forgot what they did in faculty, but they did something similar where they were trying to figure out. It was just like salt water or something.
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, and they're like, because salt like dried up the slug or
And
something.
there's always that one person that's like, I
And I love that
don't
they
wanna
did
do
the
it.
fake out with Slim. That shit
Yeah,
was
of
so
course,
funny.
Slim would fucking do that shit,
Yeah,
dude.
He's like, I've had drinks.
I had too
all
much
night.
to drink, yeah. That
Adding
damn liquor.
the whole prohibition aspect of it makes it make much more sense that he was like willing to give up his other job because he's
liquor?
like, yeah,
And he was so smart too, because he was like, "Hey, like I want you to play at our juke joint tonight. I'll give you $40 tonight." He's like, "Nah." He's like, "Oh, like they're not paying you $40 tonight." He's like, "No." He's like, "But they're consistent.
And you're
And
gonna
I-
be paying
and-
$40,
yeah.
maybe
Tonight." He's like, "Well, I don't know if you guys are gonna be around next week,
Yeah.
in 2 weeks,
yeah, he
next
looked long
year."
term. Yeah. He's like,
And
he's like, I best got like 10 more years of my life, if
Yeah.
that. But he did not.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more night.
But that was also an interesting parallel where he's like, I don't know, like I don't know if your thing's gonna be around, next week or a week after, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting.
Those are the two big ones that I caught. The Shining reference, you beat me
Oh,
to
big
it,
time,
and then
yeah.
the Thing reference or the Faculty reference. I didn't really notice too many more outside of that. Those were the two big ones that I was like immediately saw while I was watching the movie. So I'll leave you guys from there.
Okay, so I do have some fun facts to end us out.
Not end us out. I want to hear about the director. I there's stuff I don't know about the director. So when you were there, go ahead and
go ahead.
whatever order.
I'll end this up with the fun facts and stuff. So go ahead and let's learn a little bit more about Ryan Coogler.
I mean,
You told me you got knowledge. Tell me.
absolutely no knowledge, man. No knowledge.
You lied
He
to
directed
me.
Black Panther.
What are you?
I
What are
said
you?
that
A
at the
sheep?
beginning.
No.
1 and 2.
Did he direct two? I didn't know that.
Yeah, 1 and 2. Also, most of the Creed movies, all of them.
All of them. All three.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So I mean, you can kind of tell like from all his movies, like he
So-
does have a lot of cultural impact on all his movies, and every single one of his movies, they're just one banger after the other. One of his upcoming projects that he's not directing but he's producing heavily is actually the Ironheart show, which a lot of people after this movie came out are actually like getting mad at because Disney is not the Ironheart, right? The
Yeah.
show that shit's coming out in a couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, and there's no
There-
advertisement outside of the
I
initial
haven't
trailer
even seen a
release.
single trailer besides that one, but I haven't even seen it. I might have to look for it to see it. Unlike when the Avengers is coming out, you start seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
With
Same thing with
Ironheart,
Thunderbolts.
I
Yeah.
have not seen one single promotional art, and they're saying like, "Wow, dude! Like the same dude who worked on Sinners is working on this Disney show, and they're not even promoting it at all." And yeah, it has a what's it called, a black lead. It is the same girl from Black Panther. And it's like they're not promoting it.
Yeah. Well, Disney has a big problem with promoting its works regardless. Like when Luca came out, it was like you didn't know anything about it. It was just like straight to Disney Plus. Same thing with Soul.
Oh yeah, Soul was a big one.
Yeah.
Soul was a big one. And now, but they're saying this one, it's like, yo, guys, the guy that's behind Sinners, like he's making this movie, and it's like,
I thought Michael B. Jordan was a producer on this film, but I don't know. I'm looking right now, but I don't see anything about it because I feel like
Yeah, well, you look it up, and I'm gonna give you guys some fun facts and some goofs.
there was something you
goofs.
mentioned earlier. I can't remember what it was. I lost my train of thought. You were saying, I guess I'll just lightly mention this. Mrs. Chow's motivation for letting the vampires in. Maybe you said people didn't like it online. People thought she was
A
being
lot
stupid.
of people were like mischaracterizing that scene where they're like, oh yeah, like she just
Yeah, I can get why
the way
it's very much like a Star-Lord situation.
the way people phrased it was like, oh, like, well, she was probably just folding under pressure. She just let them all in,
No.
or
Not
whatever.
at
Or she
all.
was mad at them because they wouldn't let her do something, and then she let them all in. But no, like when watching the film, it was like 100% like, look, like if we don't do anything about this now, then there's nothing we can do.
Yeah,
And
it's
not
literally-
just us. It's not just my daughter. It's the whole town. It's the whole city. It's the whole state. It's the whole country.
Yeah, because if they don't deal with them now, they're gonna deal with them later, and if they deal with them later, their daughter's dead.
Yeah, and
So
they're
either they deal with them
more
now,
numbers.
exactly.
There was something that somebody said online where it was like, yeah, like they didn't have to invite them all in at once. They could have just called them in one by one and just took them out.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
But I
But
mean, at a certain point, they would have caught on to that, right?
She was panicking, and that's another part of it because
That was a big like fight or flight response, and since you can't leave, you only have that one option.
the way I viewed it again with the whole hive mind and everything was, in that moment she only has two choices in front of her. Actually I only saw one. It's invite them in and kill them all, or invite them in and distract them long enough till sunrise, and that will buy her daughter time. And if she takes out her husband, then they don't have the knowledge of it. Again, I don't know if that's the case.
Well, thinking
But
back on
I'm
it,
sure
pretty
from her
interesting.
perspective, who is the first person she went after? Her
Her
husband.
husband. Yeah.
She
immediately.
immediately burnt alive, killing her husband.
Fuck, that was crazy.
Exactly.
That was
Imagine
fucking
that
crazy.
death for a second, and the devotion of a mother to do so. Like that speaks volumes. So it's like that's how I viewed it. Her
And I wonder if it was the same motivation that Annie had, because she wasn't part of that conversation, but also to think like the only way to free my husband and save my daughter is to kill him. And then her dying in that process was just kind of like,
And she just
happened.
died in that shape, just her just sinking that stake into his heart and just.
yeah.
Oh,
So I'm wondering
man.
if you can like oh, she did it for the same reason, as opposed to like, oh, like I'm only doing this for my daughter. It's like, hey, I'm saving your soul.
Yeah. And so like, yeah, that's sad too. Then that moment where she's just like, what did she say? She's like, bring it on. Like she says something like, come on in, you fuckers, or something.
Yeah,
Come
something
on
like
in,
that.
you
Something like that.
motherfuckers, Yeah.
But it's like she's forcing the hand because it's like it ultimately, no matter what, she's saving her daughter in this situation.
Yeah.
That is her.
No
ultimate
matter how
goal.
it ends, she's
Yeah.
saving her daughter. Yeah.
And
But
it's
man,
like,
did she whiff that first cocktail?
oh yeah.
She
But,
threw it right at Remick. He just slapped it out of the way, and then like,
yeah.
and then she just.
But it's
went
like, what
straight for
other
her husband.
choice? What other choice could she do to protect her daughter? Like
Nothing.
No,
they did nothing. Her daughter dies.
technically,
Like
they can turn her into a vampire, and then they'll all be safe.
yeah,
but
exactly. But that wasn't much.
That's
of an
not.
option.
Yeah, that's not the mindset they're after.
Have you guys seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Many years ago.
It's worth a rewatch. This movie makes me want to rewatch it, so just wanted to throw that out
Holds
there.
up pretty well.
I just like there's a thing online where it was like, Quentin Tarantino's like, okay, so this next scene, we're gonna have Salma Hayek pour liquor down her foot, and someone's gonna suck on it. He's like, yeah, but who are you gonna find to do that for money? He's like, no, don't worry. Like, I'll find somebody. Don't worry, I'll find somebody. I got somebody in mind.
Somebody do it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much to discuss about this movie, but I think that's a good spot to end it because otherwise I'm just going into every minute detail. We'll go ahead and do your fun facts, and
Yeah.
we'll close this out.
fun
We
facts,
might
man.
have to pause for the closeout, but we'll see.
No, we should be fine.
Should be fine.
So as Annie casts Read the Future, all the bones fall in the same formation twice, ominously indicating that the night will inevitably end up a certain way. That's when she tells them, like, hey, like if something happens to me, like I'm not saying it's going to, but if something happens,
So the first time I watched that, I was like, I didn't get that. The second time watching it, I'm like, wait, did she just predict her own death? You know, because there I knew, okay, she's gonna die.
and
but when
then
she
I
did
think she knew
that,
outcome
Smoke-
was going to be outcome.
Smoke
it's like,
saw
there was no win out.
what she was doing, and he kind of understood when she said that to him.
that's crazy.
Yeah, because
That's cool.
it's like a omen. It's like if something happens twice, it's like that's not a coincidence.
Oh shit,
Um,
that's cool.
So during Sammy's performance at the Juke Joint, alongside the various spirits of African and Afro descendants performers, past and future, that are conjured by the power of his music, a spirit attired in traditional Chinese opera style can
Yeah.
be seen dancing near the chows, showing that Sammy's power conjures spirits from the ancestral past
Yeah.
of the people listening to the music, not the performers alone. That eventually revealed that Remick's main motivation is that he wants Sammy's music to conjure the spirits of the people that have been dead for centuries.
Yeah, he stated that because he's like, there's people I miss that I can't see anymore. That's why he wanted the
shit.
power. He wanted Sammy's power, and apparently in the monologue scene they referenced that like how that power works, but I didn't see that.
It just it's like I mentioned, the monologue just mentions how like music can not only conjure like I I guess, jointness, between people, but it can also
unity as
conjure
well as like
malevolent spirits, like.
I
And
don't think
this
it's
is-
malevolent so much as he just wants to see people he's lost.
yeah. And
Yeah,
that's a way to
because
do it.
his character is not he's evil because he forces his will, but he has, like I said, I think of him almost like a toddler,
Yeah.
like an immortal being, an immortal toddler.
Yeah.
That's how I view him. I don't
Yeah.
think his because you remember when he's like, oh yeah, right after we're done with this, I'm gonna go convert those clan members.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go take care of them. He never he was the villain. He was just like
Everyone was the same in his eyes.
yeah.
So it was like, he's like, yeah, like they're
and that was
Oh, okay,
they're
wow.
racist or whatever, but it's like at the end of the day, like they could be
him
so much more.
specifically
Yeah.
changed the narrative from the trailer. That's what I loved about it. Because from the trailer, I was like, "Oh, it's fucking,
It's
gonna-
vampires.
it's
Villains,
vampire.
yeah.
It's Nazi vampires. It's KKK vampires.
Yeah.
Whatever." But then when I saw the character, I was like, "What a cool way to do that!"
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's go ahead."
So some goofs in the movie. So this is, even though a movie could be so well shot, well made, well written, and everything,
Yeah.
you're gonna have continuity errors. So
I didn't notice any.
when Mary is caught eating Stack and runs off, she's barefoot and she leaves her shoes behind. Later, she's seen dancing and singing outside of a large group of vampires. She's wearing the shoes that she left behind in the barn,
Okay.
and there's no way
Oh.
she could have gone back and gotten him because she
She can't
would have
go
had to
in.
have been invited.
Right.
They want Homegirl to dance barefoot.
Exactly. Well, who was this directed by? Quentin Tarantino.
I'm glad you said that.
I see. The only humans in the juke leading up to the cinematic climax scene are. Oh, so this is the one we talked about earlier, where it's only a few people.
Yeah.
But Smoke, Sammy, Annie, Slim, Grace, and Perline. They all do the garlic test, and then suddenly there's a bunch of other people in there because they
Yeah.
need fodder for
Exactly.
the final
Yeah,
scene.
Death Fathers. I didn't
There
even
was
notice
one
them.
thing that you mentioned earlier, and you didn't mention in the episode, so I'll bring it up for you right
What
now.
is it?
Sammy's band was called the Perlines.
Oh yeah.
So he
Yes.
named the band after
yeah.
his first love. Let's see.
Which I noticed on
and
the
then this
second
one,
watch.
because of how technical this movie was, a lot of people praise this specific scene. But when Smoke and Stack are waiting for Hogwarts early in the movie to buy the sawmill,
Mhm.
and they're like smoking in the car, and like he rolls up the joint, he hands it to him.
Yeah, I noticed this one
Um,
too.
So their shadows are at different angles because they obviously couldn't shoot it at the exact same time. So they shot that
That's
scene.
not what I noticed.
Yeah, they shot that scene in two different parts of the day, so their shadows are slightly off.
That's fucking funny.
The reason why what I thought you were talking about was, I don't know if you noticed this, but when they had to roll cigarettes as a team, as together,
Yeah.
Smoke rolls them.
Yeah.
And then when the first time we see
Stack rolls
Stack
rolls
rolls them for him.
So
yeah.
when Smoke has to roll at the end of the movie,
he can't.
he
He
can't.
can't roll.
Well,
them.
he
And,
has tremors from
yeah.
the war.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was like. I don't know if you guys caught that.
I caught
Yeah.
That was sick.
I caught that the second time.
There might be some others. We might have to pause for the
Oh,
last
so
part.
good.
I want to have one more question at the very end.
So Stack is stated as having inherited his father's guitar before it came to Chicago 7
Yeah.
years before
Yeah,
the story
very
takes
cool.
place. That guitar was a Dobro Cyclops, which came out onto the market in 1932, the same year that the movie took place. So there was no way they could have had that guitar
God
7 years
dang
prior.
it.
All right.
But
Well,
Tactics,
they
but
lied a bit. They lied about it
I agree,
once. They
though.
could have lied about it a second time. So who knows?
Yeah, they're like, this movie's too good. What the heck can we find wrong with it?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. 5 out of 10.
So final thoughts. It's like this. Like, what do you mean that guitar's not 7 years old?
I do have I'm going to pause for a moment because I want to ask you guys a random question. Because I've been thinking about this since we watched the movie.
Okay.
So let's pause real quick.
Do we have time right now? or
We
no?
got time. We got 4 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hopefully it doesn't last 4 minutes. What ideas do you guys have for a sequel / prequel for this movie?
Like I
'Cause
said, honestly, the only
They
thing I
can
think of
only
is
go one
is a
route.
prequel.
I thought
Don't
of-
make it horror. Just
thought of 3.
legitimately just the brothers moving to Chicago and whatever antics they got up to leading up to them going back to...
You wouldn't want to see a movie with the Native Americans dealing with the...
No.
That's what a lot of people are saying. They're like,
That's
wait,
one of the
so what's,
first concepts I
what's,
thought of.
what's the deal with the Native Americans? I'm like, who cares? Like, they're more advanced than most of these
From
people.
the rumors I've heard, there's supposed to be like 5 films. Like they're
No,
off in
no,
the
no,
distance.
no, no.
Again, I don't
think
agree
so.
that this movie needs a sequel at all.
Doesn't need no sequels.
But
whatsoever.
I can see where they want to branch off in worlds. The third option I've seen.
I got one.
and
I got
he's-
one.
Go ahead.
So it's Stack and Mary.
Yeah,
right?
that's the one.
Go like just living their lives in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
I call it Stack to the future.
Stack to the
God
future,
damn
baby.
it.
Nah. No, but we in the moment when he's talking to Sammy, Preacher Boy, in the final scenes, he's like, "This was the last time I was free." A storyline with them up until before the mid 90s or until the 90s, we see what they experienced as vampires. Again, it might be like an Interview with the Vampire situation, but again,
Well,
I just heard people were like, yeah, supposedly there's like 5 movies. That sounds ridiculous, but can I think of 5 movies?
I wouldn't. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't mind a sequel with Mary and Stag like living their lives in the '90s as vampires. Because I mean,
That's the fourth
because there's a
option.
lot of questions of it. It's like, well, how are they surviving? You know, what are they going through? Because they're not as are they as evil as you put them out to be? You know,
Yeah.
because they got to be surviving somehow. And then the movie could play out as a sequel while also having flashbacks of Stag. You know, still having flashbacks with Smoke, like in Chicago, right, and living the story in Chicago and all that. So that I would like to see that.
And so
yeah.
the world's open enough to do more with it.
Yeah.
But then you start taking out the mystery and the fun of it, because then we'll get confirmation whether the hive mind, how it worked, or well, like other aspects.
Or
of the
you
movie.
could just put more
The movie is-
supernatural elements to it, because remember they say that
start
they're-
going
Yeah,
to-
because Annie was like,
I
oh,
would
I think,
imagine-
I think they're hates.
they're hates.
And then
No,
she's like,
they're-
no, they're vampires. So
yeah, and then
We're getting
then
to
music
werewolves.
transcends,
Yeah,
and
But then when the movie changes, it changes the original. That's the problem.
No,
with
but I
expanding the
feel
world.
like this is Sinners. This movie right here, it should stay like that. If they're gonna do a prequel or a sequel, it better be completely different from this one. Like,
Without
they
the same
shouldn't-
characters. Is what,
No. With the, I mean, it's because the characters is what's made it. If they're gonna use the same characters, fine, use them. But I'm talking about like, genre wise.
Oh,
It
okay.
should be different. You know what I mean? Like if they want to make an action movie, go ahead and make an action movie, action comedy, rom comedy, whatever. But leave
is
horror out of this
it's
one.
it's
you
just
know?
it's such a beautiful gem, and it's like
Yeah.
just don't
Yeah.
taint it. Just leave it be. like
It's
that.
so yeah.
But also, I get it. The world's fun. Let's just do what we can do with it.
yeah.
That's my in between.
And at the end of the day, money talks. So as long as this
Yeah.
movie keeps making money somehow, there's gonna be a show, a prequel, a sequel. It's gonna come back.
There's gonna be a Netflix
something.
show about like the little girl who watched the car. And
Yeah,
it's just like,
yeah.
watch her rise
There's-
as she takes out Al Capone.
Ah.
it's a slight disservice because we didn't have time to talk about it today. We talked about so much stuff, but Mary's character arc is one of the best ones in a movie. And
You think so?
Yeah, her being a quarter black and not being able to feel
and then Stack
accepted anywhere.
Stack
but
abandoning
within-
her in order for her to have a better life in his opinion.
and then
Yeah.
But she was like, I didn't want that. I wanted you.
yeah,
And then they do end up together, which
Yeah.
is
but the only way she's
bittersweet.
ever accepted is through this method of basically becoming cursed. It's like
Them living together forever.
And I just
something
wanted-
that
'cause
she always wanted.
she was a quarter black, but it's also like now you don't belong anywhere
Yeah.
outside of her immediate circle.
and that's why I'm like I just feel like it's worth the mention
Because that was one of the funniest scenes where he's like oh,
Too
like
good.
we don't welcome your kind here. He's like, what's she doing here? Like, oh,
Yeah,
you.
she's
Yeah,
family.
she's family, yeah.
I
So
know.
we probably should, before we close out, so we probably should stop for a second.
Okay.
End credit scene, post credit scene, mid credit scene, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Sammy Preacher Boy singing "This Little Light of Mine." I'm not sure if you guys heard that song because I don't know how much you guys grew up in the church.
No, I
No.
heard of it.
It's "This Little Light of Mine." I'm gonna let it shine.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Like I've
shine
heard the
so the light
song,
mine.
but
But
I don't,
it's
I don't
like-
get its religious.
It's
backgrounds.
about letting like your faith, let it shine and spread to the world and bring people into the church.
Like no matter how much people try to
Your soul.
suppress you, you have to, even though if you're small and that faith is tiny and you kind of stop believing, like you have to just let it out. out
It's
to the world.
spreading your religion to
Yeah.
others. That's the whole concept of religion in general.
like vampires.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's all. But that's also why it's like him embodying it to become himself.
Yeah.
It's
So-
beautiful.
Okay, so
I didn't care for it in
because
the
he
moment.
asked me,
until I-
he's like, "Hey, what did you think of that interpretation?" I was like, "I don't know." Like the song he was singing was very like nursery rhyme.
yeah,
But I think the way you interpret it, I think is really good. So it's like, I'm gonna let my light shine. It's not his religious light. It's his willingness to be himself. And-
yeah. That's how I was
and
like.
finally release that. And the fact that he's doing that in a church is just like, even though like this is where they want to confine me, like I'm not gonna let it
Yeah,
shut me down.
Yeah.
it's like the religion itself has become his shackles, and it's because of the relationship of with his father, the connotation of him being himself somehow being wrong, and it's like that's beautiful. That's why I was like, and it being the final credit scene, I was like, I wanted to mention at the very end, because it is this perfect, like it's over now. Like
And
this is
that was the Midnight Mayhem post credit scene for the episode. Is
Well-
talking about that.
Well, here's the thing. So this is what a lot of people's interpretation of that scene is. All right.
I'm ready.
So he's playing music in the church, the only place where his dad doesn't want any kind of music, you know, or anything that has to do with that guitar, right? Now, that guitar is pretty much what his dad warned him, hey, the devil's going to follow you, or the devil's going to find you if you play that guitar, which technically it kind of did throughout the movie. And at
It
that
literally
very end
did.
scene, he plays the guitar in the church, almost as kind of like giving the devil an invite, hey, come find me right here in like the safest place where I can be religiously. Come find me right here. And at the very end, he just stops playing abruptly and he looks up. You know, a lot of people are saying that he looks up. That's the devil. He found the devil. Now, the people are saying that he sold his soul to the devil because in the other credit scene, in the 1992 credit scene, the scene where they're all sitting in front of the mirror, you don't see none of the reflection, not even Sammy's reflection, to kind of like symbolize like, okay, well, he doesn't have a soul, just like these vampires don't have souls, you know. So he sold his soul to the devil to become this great musician, you know. Which
I love that you bring that up because that's also part of some people were saying it's a reference. The artist escapes me right now. I can't. Hopefully, we have an image or something.
Robert Johnson.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The origin of this well-known artist in the past is that like he went to and this is for stuff I've heard from online stuff. It's not original thought. Is that he went to play somewhere and they're like, you're terrible. Like, why'd you even bother showing up? And then when he came back, he could play. And then he told the story like, oh yeah, I sold my soul to the devil so I could become.
So
Yeah,
check-
I
so
think
check- hold
that
on.
undermines how talented Sammy was. As
Oh
a
yeah,
musician.
but I'm saying
Well-
as an origin.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like inspiration for the character.
Yeah.
Just that alone. I'm not saying that's what happened,
Yeah.
but I'm saying that's just a cool concept.
So
Because
here's
a
the
way to
thing.
get out of him having to sell Soul of the Devils if he did become a vampire.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
he was kind of like,
exactly.
hey, like I've lived my life. And
So I
I'm
like
happy
my
with where I am.
interpretation a lot, just because I'm just like, I sing that. I used to sing that in church all the time, and to hear it under this context is like, that's pretty sick. And then on top of that, the Shining, I was like, hey, you know,
So the
Danny.
legend the legend with
Danny boy.
Robert Johnson, right? It goes he was a young man living on a plantation in rural Mississippi. Johnson had a tremendous desire to become a great blues musician. One of the legends often said is that he was instructed to take his guitar to the crossroads near Dockery Plantation at midnight. This is where he is met by a large devil, right? Who took the guitar and then turned it, right? And gave him this guitar and told him like, hey, if you play this guitar, it would just gather ears. People are going to listen to you. But in return, you got to sell me your soul. And when you sell me your soul, you're pretty much going to sell like, you know, you're going to steal people's hearts and people are going to listen to your music. And that's what he wanted. And that's technically that's also where the legend, the devil at the crossroads. You ever heard that saying?
yeah.
That's technically where that came from as well.
Mhm.
So a lot of people are saying like Sammy is this person, you know, he's
It's like,
inspired by
it's
this
inspired,
person.
Yeah, it's an
exactly.
embodiment of the original
So
story.
it's
taken to an original.
I don't know. I kind of like that because in a way, like he wanted to become this big musician, which in the end he did become huge, you know. And yeah, that guitar that he had, it did bring the devil, you know. So
I don't know. I don't know how I feel
10
about
out
that
of 10,
interpretation
man.
just because it's like, I don't think he would stoop that low just for fame because he played blues for the love of blues.
Yeah.
true, no,
the
yeah,
fact
of
that he
course, true,
became
true.
really big, I don't think has anything to do with like.
It's
any
just
kind of
it's just the
skills.
way that when he's playing that guitar, knowing that guitar brought that night, you know, in the church where
Or you could take
where-
it to its most core, because at the end of the day, he did grow up religious. Him looking up could be him looking toward God.
and God telling him no.
Yeah, you knocked that off, little boy.
Hey, you drop that
The
right
other
now.
thing, too, is the origin of the guitar being
From their abusive father.
exactly, and in his hands, it's not. It's
Yeah,
it's,
Yeah.
it's an
It's a
instrument.
beautiful instrument that just happened to belong to a horrible person.
And that's also where I'm just like, just nice little cuddle, nice little hug, perfect little just.
I love
That's good. I hope you watch the movie.
this movie.
So
I love you
good.
guys.
Love you too.
This is great. Raymond, you got anything else to say?
No, just everything about this movie. The rewatch value, the acting, the characters, the music, I don't think there was anything in this movie I didn't enjoy.
Nothing.
Like I said, just some of the things were a little confusing in terms of like how many people were at one spot at any given point in the movie.
Sure, yeah.
Other than that,
Small, like
near perfect film. You think it's a perfect film?
I think it's a perfect film. Dude.
If I watch it more and more, I will just keep grading it higher.
I watched it a second time and I enjoyed it a lot, like twice as much as the first time, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Like,
arguably, I think if I watched this movie a couple more times, I might actually put it past Evil Dead.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wait, which Evil Dead?
2013.
2013.
Oh god!
Because over the years, like as much as I adore that movie, like I have my issues with how the directing was handled and stuff.
Yeah,
but I'm just like
you start the more you start watching a movie, you start finding its flaws. You know,
yeah. Well, not even the flaws. It's just like
how things were handled.
personal issues. Because especially with this channel, I've learned to love and adore. Like I've already loved horror to begin with, but I learned to appreciate. I've already learned to appreciate so much more.
And I'm the other guy.
So that's why when I'm rewatching stuff, and that's why I was so excited to talk about this today, because I was like, I can just talk. Like, and this movie is right up there. That's why I'm sticking at 9.8 because I only watched the movie once. It was a theatrical experience. Yeah. For all I know, I'm gonna rewatch it and be like, all right, that's all right. But like, I doubt it's gonna be less than a 9 ever. Because my God,
honestly, that IMAX experience was really amazing too, because I was telling Raymond during the scene in the barn house when they're getting all their guns ready and everything.
The aspect ratio changes.
The aspect ratio changed, like in that scene where they're all just facing the doorway and they're just ready to let them in. The screen, the aspect ratio just gets bigger and wider, and I was like, it hypes you. And you're like, when you're watching a movie, you just kind of sit up, like you know, like shit's gonna go
lean
down.
Forward, you clench,
dude.
But plans for the next episode? You guys have anything in mind you guys want to do?
I want you to watch Final Destination.
We should do an episode on
We've both seen it. Yeah. I want to rewatch it, and I love that movie a lot, but for different reasons than this. And I said it when I was like, when we finished watching this movie, I was like, I have to admit, I do like this movie. Sinners more than
Sinners is a better film. And Final Destination is a great movie.
Yeah, exactly. I want you to see it.
But you're also watching through rose-colored lenses because
true.
The great late Tony Todd, as well as just this franchise being
with
us for 25 years.
The last 5 movies were pretty terrible.
I don't want to make this longer, but I'm curious how original you feel like this movie is.
It's
because I felt like it was super original, considering that it was only 2 comparable movies.
Super original because I was telling you guys too. I was
People were like, it's vampires.
I would have watched the entire film if there wasn't vampires.
Well, twice in the movie, I forgot, and even in my second rewatch, I forgot that they were vampires. Like throughout the movie, when Remick falls down, I was like, oh yeah, that's right, he's part of this, Or like when he's singing, when they're doing the dance number for "I Lie to You," and then you see Remick come in, he's like, I found you. I was like, that's right.
Vampires,
Also,
just real quick, because I don't want to make this episode any longer than it needs to be, but I was describing this movie to someone before I had seen it, because I was like, oh, it's really good. This is what it's blah, blah, blah. This is about these 2 brothers, blah, blah, blah. And then vampires, like, what? Like, vampires? Like, that's so random. And I was like, that is random. Like, like in the, like, whole point of the movie where, like, wanting to find a sense of belonging, wanting to find a family, wanting to find somewhere where you fit.
Just say that part.
it makes sense, but just to be like, oh, vampires, like, that's weird as hell.
Yeah, but that's also what makes it so.
I think
awesome.
that's what makes this movie perfect, because in a movie where people are trying, to find a place where they belong and they feel outcasted, vampires is very outcasted from this movie. So for them to like make it fit into the movie, it's like the perfect.
No, I get it. I get it. It's just like if you try and describe it, you're describing the plot of the 2 brothers. And they're war veterans. They're coming back.
It's just like Gurren Lagann, dog. It's just like Gurren Lagann.
And then it's just like, oh, vampires. Like, okay.
Gurren Lagann, you're gonna be like, it's about mechs fighting. No, it's about willpower.
It's about heart. It's about family.
Yes, it's about
drills.
It really is just as comparable, in my opinion, to that. So all right.
But so plans for next episode. Maybe we can rewatch Final Destination.
Bring her back, maybe. If
those are the 2 movies.
Final Destination, Bloodlines, Bring Her Back, the new. Rocka Flick.
Those 2 movies are like the highest.
Also, because
maybe by the time this episode releases, 28 years later might be out. So, we're gonna be eating good this summer.
I've been in charge. I've been in charge of the thumbnails for the last couple episodes.
They're good,
and
man.
I made one for Bloodlines, and one I was gonna start on after this episode was Rec 3. because I know you've been wanting to finish the series. So that is also a potential thing if we don't have any money.
Might as well.
Yeah.
So that was it. This is a great movie. This is a great episode. Thank you guys for
Thank you
inviting us
guys.
into your home, on your phones. We're in here now.
I
vampires.
I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the movie as much as we did. If you didn't like it, comment down below, and we're just gonna tell you
Any reason you gave this movie less than a 9?
Comment down below,
we got
and
problems.
we'll block you.
We'll
flag the comment.
We'll flag the
report your
comment, we'll
accounts.
report it.
Yeah.
like 2 months later.
We'll dox
I'm
you.
terrible.
Yeah.
No.
We'll dox your account.
We'll have our friend hack it.
Exactly.
We don't hack. We don't hack.
But yeah, that's,
If we did, we'd have more views.
thank you for guys for talking about it with me. I've been looking forward to this episode since we
I
watched
told
it.
you it was gonna be a good
That
one.
plus we
Gonna be
haven't
good.
met in like a good minute.
So I mean, it's worth it.
We
Yeah.
haven't done like 4 weeks without filming. We watched the movie last week, and now we are finally here.
Yeah, it feels really good.
Yes, feels good.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Feel free to follow us on our social medias. Midnight Mayhem Podcast on Instagram, as well as
Horror podcast number 2 on X.
and
Midnight Mayhem on TikTok.
Whenever that starts being a thing again.
Yeah, that's true. I gotta.
Yeah, you got stuff to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Sweat.
All right, we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.